Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one
Let's
Zusi on the name.
Let's try them. Let's still try.
What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and you are watching Dope or Nope, the Marvel Legends Fan First Monday edition. What I normally do here on the channel, I talk about a lot of toys and action figures. So if you're new here, that's what's going on. And there are a lot of really cool reveals today. And what I like to do normally when something like this happens, I sit down with a couple of friends and, of course, with you in the chat, whether you're watching live now or later, and we'll look at some of the reveals. Tonight might be a late one because there's a lot of stuff today, and we just go through some of the new figures we get to look at and share and enjoy and see if it's dope or nope. And, you know, if it's something cool that you're interested in, let me know in the chat while we talk about it. You can type dope or no, whatever you feel. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's the first Fan First Monday of the year. So, and also what would have been Toy Fair. So I guess a lot of companies are revealing a lot of stuff. And, you know, we got hit with a lot of stuff over the weekend. Today was the Marvel stuff. And here in Canada was Family Day. It was a holiday. So, you know, I actually sat down with my kids and watched the stream today, and they thought it was hilarious when Dwight knocked everything over. So they've got that child kids appeal market going on. But yeah, so the modification tonight's episode, it could be like dope, nope, or broke. But I'm gonna get into the details of that later on in a little bit. And normally on the channel here, I do this with a couple of my friends. I'm gonna bring them on right now. They are local Canadian collectors, Troy Collects Toys and Jason Lapidus. Art. Oh, Jason was very relaxed.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Chilling.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing? First stream of the year.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, okay. That's
Hi. I'm good, thanks, Kev. How
How are you doing? Hi.
Hi. Hello. We haven't seen each other in a while. I think the last time we saw each other was after.
Postcom.
No, I think after the Doctor Strange reveals, wasn't it? We were all met up at the Toys R Us.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. So
Maybe.
That was last year.
it wasn't last
That's
year.
the past, Troy. Get over it, man.
I know it's the
In the
past.
years.
Oh,
Stop living in the
Lord.
past. This isn't the 60s, man.
Ooh, gotta get into the
Hung up on some
2022s.
clown from this. Well, hey, you know, there's a lot of stuff to get through, and
Yes.
I want you guys to have a chance to say hi to everyone and let them know, you know, what you guys are into, what you do here on the internet, and amazing stuff like that. So, Troy, why don't you start us off?
Well, hello everyone. It's Troy Collects Toys. I don't know what to say. I haven't done this in a while. I stream every Wednesday on my channel on YouTube. We opened some amazing toys. So we just opened some amazing figures last week. This week is we're gonna do some more, I think. It's not no change in pace, I guess. But I do have some things that I need to give to you guys.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm waiting until March 1st to break Kevin's,
to not break my streak.
to not break your streak.
Yes,
So
Right.
Respect.
I will be opening my 2, and then the other 3 are for the gentlemen in this beautiful live stream. So I can't wait to see you guys. I'm hoping to see you guys next week. But anyways, enough of that. You can follow me on Instagram at Troy Collects Toys right over here. And yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks for coming back. Well done. Jason gave you a passing grade.
I'm very positive today. I'm in a great mood.
Did you have some like edibles or something?
I had edible hamburgers.
No, as opposed to
I eat 2 hamburgers, so I'm feeling really, really good and gross. It's awesome. I am Jason Lapidus, also known as Jason Lapidus. And yeah, I'm also collect action figures like these guys here. I love older stuff too, especially I don't know, Star Wars vintage Kenner stuff is awesome to me. And I don't know, anything old from the 80s or late 70s. I make comic books. There's I make a series called Group of Seven, and there's a couple comic books there. A new series called Peregrines. I make Mandalorian prints and Boba Fett prints, all sorts of fun stuff. And on Tuesday nights, I got a YouTube channel called Group of Seven Comics, and we are deep diving through the classic X-Men series, starting with Giant Size X-Men #1 and moving our way. Tomorrow night's episode is with X-Men 109. We're digging into that one. I spent, $14 on that when I was 10 years old, and it blew my mind. This was
$14.
$14 to get this comic book when I was 10. So
when you were 10, that was a lot of money.
It was all the money. It was the most expensive comic book I ever bought. But we're going through.
My goodness.
Those great old issues. We're now like just into the John Byrne era, and the series has been really bonkers. And now it's getting amazing. Starting with this issue, especially, it's like the best issue to date. I think I'm really, really excited. So that's Tuesday nights. We go 9 o'clock live stream for about an hour 10, and it's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. Talking X-Men, making comics on most days when I can, and collecting action figures.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yes.
And I thought today was unboxing, so I have figures to unbox, but Kevin told me no, there's no unboxing. We're not allowed.
Feel free to mute yourself and unbox in the background.
Thanks.
Right? Mute yourself. That's cool. I'm always down for some unboxings for sure.
I'm just kidding. I know.
But yes, Marvel Legends fans and toy collector fans, these two make amazing content. Make sure you follow them. Their links are in the description down below. As for myself, I take some toy photos. I do some reviews here on the channel. I post some pictures on Instagram at toyingaround. I want to just shout out some stuff real quick. As a quick, I guess you could call it like a fundraiser raffle for my friend Dario of the Toy Migos. We're doing $5 a spot to raffle off this Pulse exclusive Zartan. And all the money, every raffle spot you buy goes straight to Dario. Send me a screenshot of how much you bought, how many spots you bought, and then I'll put you down. And on the March 10th episode, I believe, of Unboxing Thursdays, I'll do the draw. There's going to be more stuff added to the prize pool. I think 796 Studios is doing a diorama. That's why we pushed the date further back. So it's for a good cause. It all goes to Dario, who's a great friend of the channel and just a great dude in the toy community. So for a good cause, or you just want a chance at this mask face that I call him, please check out this post on my Instagram, and all the details are there. I would really appreciate your support, and also thank you for everyone who's already gotten involved. We've raised over like $250 so far in like a week and a half. So everyone who's participated, like you're the real heroes. Thank you so much. It seems silly now to talk about. It's like, go watch these reviews that I did of the Skrulls and the Shield agents.
Oh, they're good stuff. It's good to watch.
It's some stuff to watch, but hey, lots of stuff to talk about today. And so the three of us are in Canada. Shout out. You know what? Let's see how everyone's doing in the chat. What's going on here? We have Andrew Martitius says new toys. That's always dope for sure. We have Bearded Builds. A channel member here says the band is back together. Heck yeah. Darth Gutierrez, welcome back. He says, yay. Butter Nation. What's going on? Jason Lowe's here, another channel member. Jason Lapidus, Matt Logic, 44, welcome. I am Micah. Jason Lowe spamming the MODOK emojis. Thank you, because I kind of drew those. Winger Lose, Tony Collector 10, White Mike, Vegeta, Greg Fenstad, Chad Kinsler. What's going on? The always awesome Chad Kinsler who helps people find toys. Man, Beast Boy, welcome. Happy Monday. Living La Vida Yoko is here watching from Twitch. She says, I missed you, Troy and Jason, specifically. That's okay. I streamed like 8 straight weeks with her. I'm good. Omega Weapon 13. Kevin didn't get the hoodie memo. Yeah, it's a little bit warmer today, so I thought I would wear less. As weird as that sounds. We have Simply Jeffrey. Oh, this is a Spring Wolf? Something. And there's a number on Instagram. Does some really cool customs. Polaroids and pen. Welcome. Paul Morellas says, hello, everybody. Happy Monday, Paul. High School Creations. What's up, Mike? I'm going to do a review of your diorama tonight when I finish this video. So I'm excited for that. RMD Collective. Hellspawn Hulk. Welcome. Yoko says, I said what I said. What is that? Is that Elmer Fudd? I am what I am, or somebody else? I don't know. Who says that? Who said that? Marcus Yee says, "Well, hey y'all, what's up, Marcus Yee? Happy Monday, Springwolf 84. Yes, that's you. So we're all three of us are here in Canada, and I'm sure this is happening in the U.S. too. The prices of toys are getting a slight increase, right? Everything's getting more expensive in the world, shipping, production, materials. So generally, we do dope or nope. We see a toy that we like." That's revealed, and you let me know in the chat. I'll hear from Jason. I'll hear from Troy. Shout outs to everyone who's a channel member, because, and if you it's completely optional, but if you want to be a channel member, and my short keys didn't work. If you want to be a channel member, here's just a way to support the channel, and for a couple bucks a month, you become a channel member here in the Butter Nation, and for things like this, the live interactions, you get special emojis that you can use in the chat. So if you are, if you see something that we're talking about and you think it's, give us your thoughts in the chat. I can send some examples right here. I hope that works in the chat. And that's just a fun way to add to the interaction. So appreciate everyone who does that. But the price increase, leads us to a third category. I think a lot of the times we're like, something's dope, but do I really need it? But now it's like, it's a little bit more money.
How much were Marvel Legends when you guys started?
How much were Marvel Legends when you were 10, Jason?
They didn't exist, buddy. You know that. G.I. Joe might have been $3.99. Who knows? It's been too long. I don't remember. But I'm asking for Marvel Legends. You guys remember the price point when you started?
I remember my first Marvel Legends purchase was the brown suit Wolverine at Toys R Us. I think it was like $15.99 or $19.99.
Was that the one that came with the diorama of the Japanese structure?
Yes.
Behind him, and
yeah.
It
was my first Marvel Legends.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, and it was a cheap one. Now it's, I guess, is it expensive now? I don't even know.
I don't think so. I mean,
no, I don't think that one's crazy.
Especially loose, it's not. I don't think it has a secondary market value.
No.
I was late. First? Oh, sorry,
I was very late.
Yeah.
I think the first one I got was the Toy Biz Bishop and Weapon X Wolverine at a toy show up on 7 at the Sheridan.
Right.
But that was already very late. It wasn't as it came out. It was later on, and but when I bought current stuff, I think it was Return of Marvel Legends, and I think maybe they were like $24, $25. And I remember, I think it was Archangel. That wave went up to like $29.99. I was like, damn, this hurts. But then now, look, and you know what? That was like within 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, I don't know how long ago was Archangel. I don't know, but now we're at $34.99 Canadian. Even Toys R Us has gone up to $42.99, which I don't even know what's going on there. But that brings us to, I don't know. I'm becoming a little bit more picky. I don't know. How do you two feel?
I'm definitely way pickier, but also I'm getting, my desire for what figures, like I've bought a lot since, I guess, Age of Ultron, maybe it was when I started. I couldn't resist. Like I bought the first Captain America, like Wave 1 back when it came out, because they were unbelievably better than everything that had come before. And then I didn't keep collecting the waves, but I resisted buying Marvel Legends until, like I said, I think Age of Ultron perhaps. And then it was like, okay, no, these are just, I need these movie figures. And then it just overflowed. So since then I bought a ton, and I've tried to figure out like what do I actually want? Like what on my shelf stays, and there's an ebb and flow. And so I'm much pickier now than I was even 3 years ago. Like the pandemic and space concerns and then price increases, like you just narrow down what your field is going to be with this particular line. And I find it much easier now to pass over things and to resist getting Build-A-Figures, even though they're awesome, and then also the more challenging it is to find them, the less inclined I am to pursue. Like if you guys weren't in my life, there'd be lots of figures I wouldn't have.
Aw.
Not because of anything great that you do. Because I'm kidding. You guys are good hookups. You help out, and it's really nice. So Yeah, I'm definitely fussier than I used to be, but that's also maybe part of age too, right? Getting old, bro. Getting old.
Troy, how about you?
Well, you know my rule. Everyone knows my rule. No MCU. But
You break that rule all the time, don't you?
I'm literally straddled in MCU figures on my desk right now.
Nice.
And I said to myself, not gonna do MCU, and look what happens. But with this price increase that's happened, it's kind of like put me in like a rut. I want to say not a bad rut, but like it's like a
good rut.
A good rut.
It's called a groove, bro.
A groove, as Jason puts it. But it kind of put me in like a little funk because it's like, I like to go to Toys R Us and I love going there, checking out the toys, walking the aisles, and just I haven't since that I saw $42.99 for a figure. I haven't been into a Toys R Us, and that's kind of really depressing. And I really want to go into a Toys R Us and be like, oh my gosh, I want that figure. I can't wait. I'm going to buy it. But I have no desire to do that. So unfortunately, I'm going to stick with supporting locals and GameStop. So I did pick up these beautiful Star Wars figures locally, and I paid $30 for them. So support local. That's all I got to say.
That's great.
I can't imagine the Americans in the chat right now. Like, you guys have Toys R Us and you're complaining about not going. But hey, you know what? I don't want Toys R Us to, I don't want it to see it go this way. I don't know what the reasons are for these price changes. But it's a special thing to walk into a store that's all toys. And I know people in the States are like, oh, I miss Toys R Us and I wish I could have it back. So I've always been a huge fan of Toys R Us even as a kid, so I would hate for it to see it go any terrible direction. So it's hopefully it's just like someone testing out new pricing and just bringing it back, because there's the price increase and then there's their price increase, right? But it makes me a little bit more picky. This month I've tried to do something where I haven't bought any toys. No money has gone out for any toys. I don't think any trades are open, but I haven't paid for any toys. I haven't pre-ordered any toys, even ones that are pay later. So there's 7 more days left in the month. That's 1 week, and after that, the floodgates are open, baby.
I'm holding on to that figure for you. Don't worry.
I have a screenshot of Jason was at GameStop, and he showed me a picture, and I said, "Ooh, Darth Maul," and then he said, "Do you want it?" And then he said, "Okay, I picked it up for you because I'm leaving." And
you didn't respond.
Yeah, I didn't respond. And you're being the good friend that you are, you picked it up knowing that I couldn't buy it, and you're like, you know what, I'm cool if you want to pay in March. Come on. So that's not a loophole. I wasn't soliciting it. These are just good collector friends and mild enablers, and they're just just everyone's aware of the plan.
It's back to the price hike before we leave the topic. Like looking at the $30 price and then moving up to $34. I will say, since I started collecting these like really aggressively, the quality has increased
for sure.
They are so much better than they used to be, and considering what we end up paying for superior looking, not necessarily more durable or but superior looking imports, like they're still a great deal considering how much they've improved. So I'm okay with a small increase for sure. Like the plastic has gotten better, right? It's gotten softer where it needed to get softer, more flexible, and then the faces are just like out of this world.
Yeah.
So I remember when I first saw Black Series Han Solo, when they first introduced the Star Wars Episode 4 ones, I was like, wow, this is really cool. And now it's like the ugliest thing in the world looking at these figures when it's just like this paint, and then the new, obviously the face digital print, whatever call it, technology is just, it just knocks it out of the park. So
streets ahead.
Streets ahead. Nice. Thank you for that.
Like, I'm so impressed with the way that, like, I tend to crap on Star Wars a bit, but I will say, like,
on Instagram a lot lately.
Very much so. Like, I'm the first one to admit that, but having these figures in hand and just seeing some of the great things that they've been doing with them, like I want this to continue. I want to see. I don't mind paying extra for great figures like these. Like that's something that I don't mind at all. Like Brody Rook, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like they're
Unfortunately, it's
amazing
Brody
figures.
Oh, I do need that. Is that Bodhi? Is he
Bodhi.
true?
Bodhi.
Brody
Or
Rook?
is he fan channel?
He's fan channel, but I got him from
Oh, Galen Urso is Toys R Us. My bad.
I got my Galen Urso right here.
Nice.
Yeah. I actually found a good
It's just
site.
like in a flashback scene. That's
So
man.
Yeah. So for me,
Which makes it a good exclusive. You know, you don't have to
True.
get it.
you don't have to get it. But for me, like I'm happy that, you know, like I'll support where I can support, and then I won't when I don't feel like I need to support it, you know?
Yeah,
Kind of
I mean,
trade-off.
again, this is just a hobby, right? This is a
100%.
luxury item. You know, you're not gonna die if you don't buy toys. Although sometimes it feels like that way when I don't unbox something for a week. I get it, but you know, we will live. Oh, too close. And so
It's a lot ahead.
we just got to remember, a lot of companies put out a lot of stuff. I don't think they expect you to buy everything. I'm sure somebody in the company is like, I hope there's somebody out there that buys everything, but I don't think that's possible. There's probably somebody there who does, but you know, you just have to remember this is a hobby, and you know, it's collecting, and make sure it's fun. Make sure it's fun, and you're still able to live your life every day, and your kids eat.
So are you gonna draw black lines on that shocker? Or is he good enough the way he is to you?
I think he's good enough how he is. I'm not a customizer, so I will take it however Hasbro has given it to me.
Well,
yeah, I don't have a steady enough hand for that.
No, I'm like,
there's grooves. You just go in the groove, and then if it
you're an artist, I can't even draw a straight line.
Artists don't draw straight lines either. They use rulers, dumbass.
All right, fine. I'll get a ruler and put it on Shocker. All right, let's look at some of the awesome stuff that was shown today. Shout outs to Inquisitive Minds, Made 1979 Customs, Dragon Eyes 69. Welcome to the stream. Casca Reeves, I think is good, Marcus. But we'll talk Star Wars soon. Yeah, we'll talk Star Wars another time. All right, today, first Monday of the year. A lot of great stuff. It was actually pretty entertaining. Like I was cracking up at some points because of the sheer kind of silliness that was going on, but it's cool because we love the Marvel Legends team to watch them because of their dynamic. That's very much more natural than a lot of other things that are out there. Like when all that stuff dropped on Dwight's screen, I mentioned earlier, my kids were laughing, and then Ryan's reaction, he was like, "That's what you get for opening your toys." Like it's just how they are, knowing how they are with each other. I thought that stuff was hilarious. First thing today, they talked about the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, and you know, they mentioned that they're aware of how much demand there is for Spider-Man after No Way Home. So there's going to be stuff soon, I guess, stuff that they can show, or they're working on. They're aware of it. And I think everyone's really excited for what happened in that movie, that we want more stuff. And it's good to hear that something's being worked on, something's on the way. I mean, you know, it's Marvel, so they keep a lot of those secrets under wraps. Maybe, you know, nothing can be developed until later on. So I'm excited to see what's in the pipeline. Troy, Jason, how about you for Spider-Man?
More
Spidey.
Well, we all want what we want. We all want the different Spideys, right? Like that's.
You could have said that out loud. I'm right here. You could have said it to my face.
Story quick, but I'm apologizing to the chat, not to you. I apologize to you already.
Wow.
In person, I apologize. No, I apologize to you in person. Right then, I said it right away. That's to the chat. I feel bad to them. You know,
it's like all the children watching. Yeah, I apologize for using that language.
They don't need to hear that from me.
Anyway,
we all want to see the different Spideys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're going to give us another wave and we get those guys in there, that's fantastic.
Would you buy a 3-pack of their teachers with Hannibal Buress, JB Smoove, and that's
the other guy?
Yeah, the other guy.
Silicon Valley guy. I love all of them.
It's the 3 tenors and the other guy.
I wouldn't buy the 3-pack, no, but I get it. I get it appeals to somebody, sure.
Troy, are you excited for Spider-Man stuff?
I absolutely. I think did we discuss this? I don't know. I haven't seen you guys in so long.
I think we talked about the movie, huh?
Yeah, I think so. But I loved No Way Home, and I want more stuff from No Way Home. I want more Spider-Man stuff in general. So just give me.
I mean, the Green Goblin with the new suit, right? Martin Starr. Thank you, Jason. The Green Goblin with his armor and the purple hoodie, like that's. We all want to see that, do we not? Is that kind of like
the hoodie version?
Yeah, something more that sort of hybrid of comic book with that original Spider-Man 1 armor.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 2 heads. Right, Willem Dafoe. I mean, I think we all deserve a Willem Dafoe head in plastic.
We deserve it. We do.
Like that guy's got the best creepy looking face.
The best face.
Plastic. Yeah, come on.
You have a nice face. Well, I'm loving the artwork and just the little banners that they've created for the event.
That's awesome.
A phone static?
I do hear it too.
I already put my phone like so far away. I need a black box. Dang, I still hear it.
Yeah, me
all right,
too.
It's okay. Well, along with Spider-Man stuff, I think they built it in beautifully. It just kind of flows, you know. They're talking about Spider-Man anniversary stuff, No Way Home, and it flows into a Spider-Man retro carded figure that a lot of people have been asking for. It's a Build-A-Figure that was a beloved Build-A-Figure, kind of hard to build. I was lucky that I finished this one. There was a lot of requests for the Rhino reissue. There was a lot of requests for the Lizard reissue. So, you know, here's Rhino. And you just have to be patient. I feel like they're listening. And Dan and Ryan and a lot of people are in a lot of places, Twitter, Instagram, a lot of social media, and they hear what the asks are. So I have the old BAF with the super angry face. This one, you know, has 2 new head sculpts. The gray is a little bit lighter, extra hands, and I think the old one has. He said there's some shoulder pad holes that they filled in.
Big armor there,
which is good to know. Chat, do you have this? Is this dope or nope? And I'm gonna kick it to Troy first.
You know, I have the BAF. I love the BAF, but I have to say I'm going to buy this figure. I think this is a dope. I love the head sculpts. I love the 2, I love that smirk, or is it a smirk or whatever,
or
whatever it is. I love those teeth, and I just love that little face right there. It's so good. This is a dope for me. I'm 100% buying this, even though I have another Rhino.
Jason, how about you?
It's a dope for me as well, and I'm 1 piece shy of having the other one finished. If I had the other one finished, I wonder if I would be able to resist getting the new one. I'll be chasing it pretty hard. So yeah, I want it. I like the lighter color too. I think it looks good. And I think there's enough value for people that might have both to want to get this one. The other one, you know, has a bit more of a modern look with the armor pad, shoulder pieces, and the darker look. You can also, the other one has the mask version covers the nose.
Yeah, the visor thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a different look there. And depending on the person's display, like if they're going for the more animated 90s cartoon look, the lighter one looks great. And I'm still hoping, I'm going to call you out, Troy, and this is not a bad thing. You mentioned you might have the piece I need. We've talked about this a few times, either on air or in person. It came with the chameleon. That's the only one I'm missing. And you're like, oh, I might have a couple of those kicking around. If you do, remember this guy. If you don't, it's okay. And we can get on with our lives. But I still want to get this figure. I think it looks great. And people want it. And you're right. They listen. And so this is a desirable figure for sure.
I love Jason's zen-like patience with collecting Build-A-Figures. It's like, if not, I'll find the piece later on. If it doesn't come out, I have time. And you know what? They might even reissue it before you find that piece. I like that the new head has the eyes painted on the side of the Rhino.
It's
I like that look a lot more than the original one. And I always thought that I have the Build-A-Figure complete. And I always thought, I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Nothing will top this. How naive of me to think so. But at the same time, you know, is this a dope or is it a broke for me? Because it's on the retro card. Do I have a picture of the retro card? There we go. on the massive retro card, which is I think the same as the Kingpin reissue on the retro card, and that piece was one of the coolest things in my collection. It's just a giant card.
Yeah.
Back in the middle of your collection. It's a great display piece. Here's Ryan comparing it to the retro Spider-Man, the first one, and everyone was like, "Is that a new Spider-Man?" But I don't think it is. It's just
I actually
Ryan
kept that
doesn't
card
open
too.
anything. Ryan doesn't open anything, so he had it for comparison.
Right.
Yeah, it's a massive card, and to have that next to Kingpin, that's two massive, retro card figures. I think it'll look cool. Action figure Skinny's probably going to grab a few and update his wallpaper. There's a lot of people who decorate their walls with the retro card, and rightfully so. They're gorgeous and make space for this big boy. For me, because I have the BAF, and I don't know, I'm gonna go with dope for now, but I might change my mind once I see how much it is in Canadian when it's available. These are all available everything's available to pre-order tomorrow, right? Fan channel?
Right.
Yes. Yep. So you can get fan channel, like Troy said, support your local stores. If you're here in Canada, I do have a friendly relationship with a local e-tailer called E-Collectibles. They should have these tomorrow. If you want to go there, you can use the code toyingaround for $5 off your order. I think you can use it multiple times. So if you use multiple orders, good luck to you. They also have Mythic Legions and a whole lot of pre-orders for Valaverse, other things. So if they're sold out in the US, they do ship to America. It's a $20 flat rate shipping. So go check it out. Coupon code applies there, and support your smaller stores as well. I don't think there's a huge margin on toys for stuff like this. So
yeah,
if your local store is making it hard for you to spend your money there, go help a smaller guy. And I definitely recommend E-Collectibles. Always have a positive experience with them. It's a great retailer. Jason Lowe says he's happy with his Build-A-Figure. Ringer Lose says dope. Need the 2 hands and the 2 heads, so that's awesome. RMD Collective always wanted the Build-A-Figure, so this is dope. And again, for people who couldn't get the Build-A-Figure, this is awesome.
Yeah,
but you might have to buy 2 because the card looks so good. And Boocat have the Build-A-Figure, like the paint and the faces for this one better though. You know what? And then there's going to be a fire sale. Maybe people are going to fire sale their Build-A-Figure, Jason, and you can find a leg somewhere. They're going to upgrade to this one. A lot of options for you. Ulysses Ramos says nope, but the Select is superior still. I haven't handled any of the Select Marvel stuff recently. Have you two, Jason, Troy?
No, but they always have articulation quirks to me. Like they're made to look good. Can you
do that again? The quirks?
That's because I have a bad back. That's what was happening there. That was
sure.
I have health issues. Thanks for making fun of me.
No, I like the little dance.
They always look unbelievably good, and then you can put them in really awkward poses just by adjusting things gently. I'm going to tease you, Troy. You can make it look like Troy was the one posing it really, really easy, but because they have limited range. Troy, you have gotten better though. I've noticed, by the way. You've been working on your posing.
And we're back.
Oh boy.
So no, I haven't played with the Marvel Select, but I am not going after that line.
Bearded Build says, sorry, go ahead.
No, it was just articulation issues with they're not designed for the articulation the way the Legends are. So it's for a different collector.
Yes, very good point. Bearded Builds, what's up, Peter? Says definitely getting Rhino. I've been waiting for this. I missed the Build-A-Figure. There you go. You might have jumped into collecting a little bit too late, or didn't get a chance to find those. So, who was in that wave? Scarlet Spider? Chameleon? That was a good wave. That was an awesome wave.
Misty Knight, White Tiger, Ben Reilly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
shut my phone off. This is nuts. You guys still hear that, right?
I don't hear anything. Maybe it's me.
This is the first time both of my phones will be off in like 12 years.
Oh, Ghost Rider was in this wave.
Yes, Ghost Rider.
Right.
And Craven, and then the Superior Venom.
I got all the pieces secondhand. Like all of them.
Zen-like patience.
Hi,
Rach. All right. Available for pre-order tomorrow. Fan channel. So fan channel means, you know, your BBTSs, you can get it anywhere, basically anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's awesome. It's widely available for everyone to pick up this hard to find, gigantic, beastly Build-A-Figure. More Spider-Man stuff. This is the Spider-Man Future Foundation negative. No, stealth suit. Stealth Spider-Man. Butterfly joints. And Troy, Jason, what do you think? Dope or no?
Jason, I'll let you go first.
I think it's dope. I'm not getting it. Future Foundation isn't something I read or have any emotional investment in. It looks really good. And it looks really good. I hope the paint apps come out as clean as they look in the render.
Right.
I am going to still try and find my symbiote suit suit Spidey, which I haven't found yet. And then I'm good for Spider-Man until they go pinless. That makes sense? So, I have the retro card, and when I get the black suit, I'll be good for a few years. But this looks fantastic. If I had a red Future Foundation or cared about it, I might be really keen to have a whole display of the FF like that. But so it's nope for me. Even though it looks dope. Like right there. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like, of all the shots to show, I think that was one of the worst mistakes they could make in promotion, is showing the underside of the arm. It's a
especially when it's
error.
Literally just black and white. This tends to stand out a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's kind of unfortunate that for whatever reason they didn't use any of the double pinless.
So this is a digital render, correct? That means someone had to take the time to paint those in. It's like they're going out of their way to add the thing that ruins the figure for a collector like me.
I don't know if this is a digital render, because
this looks like saying.
Regular posing. I get it.
If it is
like a coloring book,
it's the person added the part that ruined it. It says digital render shown. Final product may vary. It's right there. It says that. So.
Reading. Yoko's going to point that one out.
But the apps look beautiful. It is a really cool design, but yeah, it has no impact on me. The same way that without spoiling, the Thor will have no impact on some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know.
Is it my headphones, Jason? Do you hear it?
I do hear it. Yeah, but I'm also okay with it.
I don't hear anything.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, well, before I forget, everyone, please, if you're watching and enjoying this and enjoying the content here on the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on here. Subscribe to the channel. The best way to find your way back for more content is to be subscribed, because you search one random thing and then the YouTube algorithm is going to show you 40 videos of just that topic. So if you want to make your way back here for more toy talk, make sure you subscribe to the channel here with notifications on. This Thursday, I'll be doing Unboxing Thursdays with a fellow Canadian, really awesome toy photographer, Dwayne Shoots Toys. You can check him out on Instagram. You can check him out on TikTok. What are you mouthing? What?
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm excited for you.
Instagram, TikTok, all of his socials is awesome. So go check it out. I'm very excited to open some stuff with him and chat. We have a lot of stuff in common. He does 3D printing. He does 3D printing for a lot of his setups and props. So it's super cool. And you don't want to miss that one here on the channel. And I did unboxing last week with Yoko from Super 7, and we unboxed some really cool Super 7 reaction and Ultimates figures like Mickey Mouse. But yeah, stay tuned to the channel. This Spider-Man, just like you, Jason, I don't have a huge connection with this. It's like it's Future Foundation stealth suit. So I don't think I need it. The kind of jarring pins there doesn't really help it either. So this one's not for me. Troy, how about you?
This is definitely not for me. So this is a nope. I'm kind of over Spider-Man on this body, just because we have this body,
right? The
retro Spider-Man, and I think a lot of the Spider-Man should be transferred to this body. So it's kind of it looks great. I'll say that, but I like my retro Spidey a lot. I love this body, so it's a nope for me. Yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't they put that on the retro Spidey body in the first place? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. That body's what, 2 years old now, almost.
Oh, is it that they had made it before? Do you think?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Sometimes toys are planned like a year in advance, right? When it comes out, from when it actually, like, they concocted the idea. So it's not like hey, we're gonna do this and we can just go and get it done. You know, sometimes they plan spots for it. They plan when to, but again, this is it has been around. The new one has been available. And if it's just a render, it's like, why not just do a placeholder until you... I don't know.
Or is it like that they want to keep the retro body? Is that what we're calling it, by the way? The retro Spidey body? Keep it keep it in short usage until a certain point, then they're going to just do all the Spideys on it? Like, you know what I mean? Kind of keep it special by only saving it for, like, real Spideys? I don't even know.
I think I'm going to go and just make an educated guess in that it's, tooling capacity for... That's just my guess.
Tooling capacity?
Is that right?
What does it mean?
Why are we whispering?
I don't know. I started that. It's just...
Now Ryan's whispering in text. It's a tooling capacity. All right, there you go.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
Great episode today, or great show today. I really enjoyed it. Sincerely. Can we gush a little bit about it just for a second? Are you guys finding that, like, the Hasbro team is getting better and better at putting these together, and actually they're more endearing each time, and like get more comfortable doing jokes and comfortably like making, like, dropping things, whatever, and it's a much more entertaining.
It's a bit more like of a freestyle, and like they're picking up. It's just the natural, like Ringer Lou said. I think it was Ringer Lou's or maybe Toy Renz who said in the earlier, slap the thumbs up on this video like Dwight was slapping the knees on that Galactus. Because
I'm happy to be as jaded as they come about things. I really don't want to like products or people, but I'm finding when I'm watching the Marvel Legends team, I'm really enjoying watching, like, oh, it's the guys, like, and you know, yeah. I'm happy to see them again doing their thing, and especially the Hasbro guys the Marvel Legends guys look great in comparison with other teams from other product lines.
I watched it with my kids today.
Yeah, it's like because we had the day off. One anyway. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Geek Effect is in the house. What's going on? Yeah, thank you for the update there, Ryan. So if everyone's still wondering why, there you go. Toy Snowman is here. How are you doing? Again, Toy Snowman, another awesome Canadian retailer, small business owner, sells toys. Hooked me up, helped me locate a Fennec Shand, Bill Burr, and Princess Leia. So that was awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see.
Troy's, you just have every action figure just below the camera, like just everything.
I do my unboxing every Wednesdays, and I haven't moved things since like November.
Not Does tooling capacity mean that they can only do so many figures with one set of, like, one, not set of tooling? What would be the phrasing for this? Before, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I guess if you have a mold for that sculpt, there's only limited hours in a factory that you can make things out of it. I'm assuming it's not one, but they have like a few, and then I don't know, and then the resources for a factory. I don't know. That would be cool.
What you're saying makes sense to me. Like, that would be a reason. You can only get so much out of each mold. Right?
Yeah,
so much usage.
Like, I only have 2 3D printers here.
Right.
I can only print so much with those 2, given how many hours there are in a day and a year. So, Ryan, super cool that you're here and being clear with collectors. Says new Spider-Man body can't be used on every figure, otherwise there'd be like 4 figures each year, and we want more Spider-Man because the Spider-Verse is a thing. So
I think I have to readjust my statement, because I'm not saying that like every figure should be on that body mold. I'm just saying, some Spider-Man should be on this body molds.
I get it. I'm
But,
happy
like-
that there is a reason. I don't want it to be for no
100%.
reason, right? And I'm glad that is a reason that makes sense to me. I don't necessarily like it, obviously, but I understand it. It makes sense. And then just to dial back, if one does have you guys ever tried painting on the pins? Just try and change the color. That would be the worst one to do, is white on black too.
Mhm.
It would really show through.
Oh,
I
yeah.
imagine you have to do many coats.
Yeah, because it's a black pin. You'd have to paint it white, as
But if you
opposed
have
to the
to.
other way would be.
If you have to. I've been tempted to do that with the like red and blue on Spidey as well, right? The other ones.
Hey, but you know what? I think a lot of collectors, things that they're disappointed with toys that they expect or they don't get. I mean, you don't get a lot of reasoning behind it. It's just in the air. So it's super cool that Ryan's actually learning.
Big time.
I think having the information out there, having a discussion like this to be able to talk about stuff like that, I think it's very important. So thank you. And hopefully, like Jason said, there's a reason. I might not like the reason, but I understand it. So it's just the adult logic. It's like, how are you going to process and react to that information? That's entirely in everyone's hands now, but it's there. So it's cool that we know. So thank you for that.
I appreciate it.
Like I only have 2 ice cube trays, and if one of them is filled with Jello, I can only make
Jello
so
shots.
much line and some. Right, it's probably like, oh, so you're comparing my stuff to Jello now and ice cubes. Yeah, that's fairly simple, oversimplified even. So yeah, chat was, I didn't really see much. Well, there was some confusion as to why this buck was used as well, but now we know. And if that's your jam, that's your jam. We talked about What If.
Yeah.
Did we do a stream for What If?
We did. Ad nauseum.
We did. Oh my god. I love toys and I love talking about stuff, but I probably do it too much where I'm like, did that happen or did I just have that conversation in my own head? But we were calling for this Build-A-Figure, right?
Sure.
We were. Oh my god.
I'm sure us and everybody else. I mean, it wasn't. We don't have exclusive rights
solely.
to that.
I was the only one. I was the one who started a want for this. No, we spoke about it. That's all. That's what it meant. And here it is. We were clamoring for more What If Wave 2, Wave 2 figures. Well, this is a Disney Plus wave, and they mentioned it's going to be the Hawkeye and Kate Bishop that the renders were previously shown are going to be part of this wave, and it's supposed to be a tall figure. The lance is, because we talked about, it's very medieval looking, this costume for Ultron. So chat, is this Build-A-Figure for the Infinity Ultron dope or nope? Troy, let us know.
Let me get my Switch games out for this because I'm fanning myself. Whew, this got me hot and bothered today.
Yikes. Family
It's
show.
family day, man. Come on.
Family day.
I will say this was the start of like my love for MCU figures, was this seeing like this on screen. I was like, I need to build an MCU display to have this at the center of it. And holy goodness, they blew my expectations with this because this is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful figure. Oh my goodness. You are getting me to buy MCU figures to build this BAF. Thank you. Ryan, if you're
your rule is very flimsy. It's flimsier than my no fun Feb.
But Ryan, if you're still in the chat, this is one of my favorite figures of the reveals today. I can't wait to get it. Oh my gosh, this is
like, if No Fun Feb has loopholes, you have straight holes, explicit holes. You're actually just breaking your own rules.
No.
Jason, how about you?
I think it's dope. Conditional. I'm not sure how much I love that flat gray, like the flat gray body. Now, the conditional thing for me is I realize, of course, that the Hasbro team has to work with the designs and the color schemes that they're given from the What If team. They can't just go and make it more metallic, or they're trying to stay true to the designs of what they're given. I'm not sure if in my head I'd rather it was chrome or if it'll look dull to me. Like when I get this thing in hand.
Was it Chrome in the show?
I don't know. I haven't gone back and watched it. This is they make really, really accurate looking figures to the show. Like I'm not really fussed that it doesn't look like what was on the show. I'm just wondering if I love the design from the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The source material might not speak to me the same way it does to Troy. So when I get this in hand, if it is too dull a gray, maybe I won't like it as much. I think the details look incredible. The sculpt looks incredible. Who said about a cloth cape? Austin in the chat said the cloth cape upgrade would be super cool. That's also like a good third party thing. Third party. First two potties are out back.
Third party is me after I have my morning coffee.
Exactly.
I mean, the cape looks like it's just up here. So if you wanted to mod as soft goods, it looks like it's simple enough where you don't have to break too many things.
I think I just maybe want to see another, like the gold breaking up the silver is really, really good. Or the gold breaking up the gray looks cool. I wonder if I would like it better if there was more than one gray, or if there's another metallic in there. I'm not sure. I want to see it in person. I want to, so I think it's dope. Sculpt looks awesome. Design looks awesome. I want to see how the plastic looks in person. Sometimes things don't look great in plastic. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do like Marcus Yee's comment there. Can this guy, this head sculpt, go on that body?
It will if you shove it. there's a way to heat it or shove it or add something to it.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Glue it.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do, if that's your thing.
Though what I really, of course, want to see is the head sculpt with the visor up. Right? That's
yeah.
And I know that they're not going to reveal
the face.
Yeah.
There, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
The value added with that addition would be meaningful.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Winger Lou says dope. Flame fire truck, and is that an extinguisher?
It is.
Jason Lowe says looks cool, but not for me. That's fair. Wish I had a cloth cape. Chad Kinsler, not for me. Yeah, I'm Yoko. Did you drop your phone on your keyboard? I don't know what that says. Sorry. This is a dope for me. The moment I saw this on the show and on the poster, I'm like, yeah, this needs to be a figure. It's pinless, everything.
Are you dissing Yoko? Did you not? Were you not unable to read what she said? You're being cheeky.
I think she's just I think maybe her cat crawled onto her keyboard.
Well, she's making a point. Read it again.
No, we don't need to spend that much time on it.
You want me to read it out loud for you there, Mr. Loophole?
Mr. Loop. Oh, that's a pretty cool name. Ulysses Ramos says, I want that What If Black Widow. Well,
yeah, definitely.
We'll see. Who knows? It will if you shove it are words to live by. Joe figured it out, says dope. Rhino was doper. It's not a contest, you can like this and Rhino. Okay. I'm all for this. And the What If wave has been the Disney Plus wave was solid, the first one, and I'm sure this one won't disappoint. Hopefully more zombies.
That's what I don't want.
I'm just concerned that if it's not under that bright light, it won't be as varied in sheen. Like I want, it'll look dull if it's not well lit. I'm curious. I want to see it in person.
We will see. Yoko says he knows. Your cat knows to stomp on the keyboard. I don't know what's going on there.
Do we need to advocate for Yoko in her silence, because she's not audible here?
She is far from silent.
No, she's not audible.
She's far from silent.
She's got, she can type, but obviously.
All right, Yoko, I'm gonna note this in my. You made the list.
Diary.
You made the list, Yoko. All right. This is the spell book that you can get from the Super 7 Ultimates Fantasia Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey. And it's a great prop. It's a great human prop too for me to fill out my enemies list.
You're like Ryan when he came back to the office.
Oh yeah. Wow. That meme. Speaking of Ryan's, nice transition there. He was talking about the X-Men VHS line, and really, I was sitting with my daughter and watching this, and he used the tease he must have practiced that. More female figures. I really thought that we were going to get a morph, because he was like, oh, we've been listening to the fans, and what everyone wanted and this and that, and we're getting more this guy, he played us all. Chat, did you guys think morph was coming?
Morph is coming.
Morph is coming.
Morph is coming. I mean, come on.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, well done on that. There's a bit of a misdirection there, but you get the VHS. Are you, aside from the price point, Troy? We've priced it out looking to get these from Pulse here to Canada. Aside from the price, how do you feel about these figures?
The price is like the main factor in this whole thing. Listen,
do you like the 90s X-Men look with the cell shading?
I love the 90s X-Men show. I'm not too fond of the cell shading. I wasn't fond of it with the retro Venom. It looks like it was a gorgeous figure, I'm not gonna lie, but this one, I don't know. I love the head sculpt. I love the head sculpt on the Jubilee. I love the accessories on the Wolverine, but honestly, I don't think I can get into this line.
It's a slippery slope for sure.
Yeah. So, the whole line looks great, but it's a nope for me.
Chat, what do you think? Jason, how about you?
It's an easy nope for me. I love the X-Men. Like, I think about them all the time. I have a lot of X-Men figures. I really, really, really like the X-Men. Hot take for you. The best thing about the X-Men cartoon is the X-Men and not anything specific about the cartoon other than the theme song. Like, the animation wasn't good. The storytelling wasn't good. It was the X-Men that made it cool. It was the ideas in our head that show gave to us. That was the best part. It's like the potential of what it could be. But if you actually watch it, look at the quality of the drawings, and the voice performances are good. But like, the pacing episodes are all weird. The designs are a little wonky. As they call it, the cell shading on that figure. Yeah, I mean, I love the show. Listen, I probably watch it more than any other adult out there. Like, regularly, I still watch it and talk about it every single week. I like something that isn't good, and I'm okay with that. That all being said, one of the biggest things I didn't like about the series is how Storm's costume, was it silver? Was it white? Did it have, like, I still don't know what they were trying to say with the way that they did the lines on her. Like, it was so weird. So no, I don't want to look at that more. I find that it hits nostalgia for people who loved something, but I don't think what we all loved is actually a good version of these amazing characters. Like, I don't know. It's controversial, I know. No, it's a nope for me, but I definitely
it's not controversial. You see it through a different lens, right? As an artist,
sure,
you're into that
through these lenses.
Yes,
I definitely get why people love it. Like, I love it too. I just don't think it's good, and I don't want more of it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
There you go.
Jason Lowe, another local fantastic artist. He tends to agree with you. I think you guys are very similar.
No way, man. He's way cooler.
It lacks, Toy Snowman says it lacks memes. Wolverine. Yes, Wolverine had the frame with the photo of Jean in it. So that was hard to pass on. But these are, for Canadians, available only through Pulse. So it makes it a little bit that doesn't make any sense. A little bit more pricier on that end. They put a lot of effort into the VHS box art.
Yep.
I think that's cool. For display purposes. I know, I follow the artist Dan, something that starts with a V on I don't want to mispronounce it, on Twitter, and he seems like a very passionate fan. He seems very excited to put work on all this stuff, and everyone who works on this stuff is it's awesome. But at some point, yeah, you're right. What color was that storm suit?
Like, the whole when someone draws something or whatever they're trying to do, you're trying to communicate. You're trying to, like, tell the person something. Like Wolverine's suit, his suit reads as yellow, blue, black. It reads. What is this reading as? Like, what are they trying to tell us with her suit?
Mhm.
Is it silver? Is it? I still don't know what her suit is, and I don't think they know either. I remember in the comic book when they shifted to this Jim Lee costume,
Mhm.
and then every time that someone would draw it, another artist would draw it. It would be like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, and eventually they lost sight of what it was originally supposed to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The copies got so distorted over time. I mean, Mark Sylvester, I think he drew it first, and it was black leather. Remember the other version of? Okay, there's two other versions on this body, right? There's the white pearlescent version, and there's the black pearlescent, the black
Right.
version, right? So Sylvester draws it first, and it's sort of like a black suit, full body. When she comes back from the Mohawk's past, and she comes with like a giant kind of Mohawk almost thing when they were the Outback team. And it's a full body black leather thing. And then when Jim Lee gets on, it's sort of like so shiny black that it's like black with white highlights. And then
Oh, wow.
it kind of shifts to being like white with black lines. And then we kind of get to this. But I don't know if anyone actually knows what it was supposed to be.
That's fair. I think
I don't know.
Yoko's trying to shoot her shot here while Ryan was in the chat. She's like, "How about what would be dope? Shower Bucky." So Yoko, I'm gonna help you put that out into the universe. Hopefully, somebody's listening and they either get on board or they're like, "That's weird. We're not gonna make a Shower Bucky."
Yoko, have you thought about doing custom, like finding like the Submariner body or like a Namor body that's basically naked and maybe just put a towel on that waist? And I don't know. Is there a way to get a
Family Day stream? Thanks,
sorry,
guys.
right?
I'm kidding.
Sorry for all the
I'm kidding.
families out there.
But yo, X-Men fans, if
Awesome.
you're into the show, this is an awesome book by the showrunners of the animated series, the art and making of the animated series.
That looks better than the show does.
Right.
Yeah.
One still image versus, and even then,
Yeah.
doesn't his costume change a lot too? The blue and black shading for Cyclops.
Yeah. And then, of course, they had the jacket in some seasons too.
Go check out this book.
I think it's an awesome book.
It's an awesome book, and I keep it here with me. So yeah, the VHS series, I think I dig the idea of it. It's just, if it was easier to acquire for me, might be a little bit more tempted. I don't know. Who knows? I know my daughter saw this and she's like, "It's Storm," because I think that's her favorite to watch because she'll run around the house and she'll be like, "Wins!"
My daughter's the same. We watch the show together and she loves it, and we take a shot every time Storm talks to the weather people and yells something.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, the X-Men are amazing. Like it is a really great experience watching that show.
We have Action Figgy Skinny in the house as way too pricey for what we're getting. Yeah, I mean, fellow Canadian here, by the time this gets up here, I'd rather buy another really cool Marvel Legend or another toy with that same amount of money, if not more. So, you gotta balance it out. I can't get everything. Greg Fenstead says cell shading on action figures tends to big. A more subtle, almost dry brush effect would work better. Cell shading itself is to show muscle on a 2D environment, but 3D. Yeah, I get it. Because like if you turn it the other way, that shadow kind of shifts right on an actual physical thing. But it's just the look they're going for. For me, it's like if you don't have a cell shaded diorama, because I only think of in my head toy photography, even though I don't take that many photos. But like if it goes into a diorama that's not cell shaded, the art style, the whole look of the thing doesn't really match for me. But some people like the look of this on their shelf. I think they look stupendous in front of their VHS boxes if you display it like that. So
yeah, it's super cool.
To each their own. Shower Bucky soap, like a bottle shampoo topper or something. Maybe.
Ryan, it's family day up here, okay? Keep it clean.
He is keeping it clean. It's soap.
Get it.
Soap.
All right, let's go. All right, who's next? Sorry for the screenshot. He's just wildly playing with his action figures here. I think it's just a comparison between the hair and the finish of the suit. Man, look at
I know. It's driving me
Jason.
crazy. I know, man. That's like my jam.
That's the new wave, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like 80s looking action figure. Dope soap.
Nope. Broker soap. Bars.
That Wolverine,
Bars.
like I'm going crazy. I need that Wolverine so bad.
All right. Well, yeah, no 3.75 mentioned today. Sorry.
No,
Jason.
I'm like, disappointed a tiny bit. But disappointed about that much.
I was waiting for it actually. I was like, what are they going to reveal?
Yeah. It's it is. I know that line's not for everybody, but it scratches an itch for me big time, right? It's like the exact thing I would have wanted when I was 8 or 9 years old, reading comics for the first time. It's like that sweet spot.
That's the packaging for the Storm VHS.
So cool. It's such a fun like collab between like something from that time period, the VHS box and the figure.
Oh no!
Oh, you're joking.
Don't no!
Don't.
What do I send them the link now to come and talk about it?
Oh, dude, I don't want to.
Do you think he's messing with you?
I think he's. I don't know what to say.
Nachu Toy, what's going on? Says I really do love the packaging though. Yeah, so it's something for everyone. I mean, I think I have sometimes a small beef with Star Wars and relying so much on packaging that like they're reissuing a lot of stuff, hoping to like, hey, we're selling you this awesome card with a figure on it.
Right.
Legends puts enough new stuff out there that like, yeah, go make a few extra waves of repaints or reissues. Something like this, that's cool. It doesn't seem as egregious. Is that the right word?
No, I get it. Honestly, like for me, like that's why I could stomach Marvel Legends a lot, because like I could pass on a whole bunch of stuff good, like, but the stuff that they put out is so good,
Killing me. Come on, man.
Uh-oh.
Killing me. Like they're all like they're right on my desk, all my figures. Like this is yeah, I love this wave so much, or this line so much. I don't want to talk about it. I gotta go. I gotta leave.
I gotta go. Are you that distraught?
Anyway.
All right. Well, the next one I think is pretty exciting. Am I muted? No, we're good. The artwork was revealed yesterday. Was it yesterday? Of Blue Marvel, showing the box art for Blue Marvel by David Nakayama, who does a lot of the box art for Marvel Legends. The reason that it makes it very hard for me to throw out some of these boxes because it's fantastic. And he does great stuff, not just for Marvel Legends. He did some stuff for Power Rangers, Power Month last year, of like, I think it was Tommy playing with Power Rangers, the flip head figures. So fantastic artist. And I think I've seen a lot of people in a lot of the live streams and comments, when are we getting Blue Marvel? When are we getting Blue Marvel? So it's kind of huge to drop this. Question?
Can you guys tell me who Blue Marvel is? I've only known him in like the Lego video game.
Troy, do you want to take this one? Do you know?
Hold on, Google is telling me.
Oh, okay, don't worry. Then I can look.
Adam Brashear.
Adam Brashear. He's like, I think he's like a super smart scientist. I don't remember which stories he's from, but he was a superhero. From his story was set. I think he came out. His character was a superhero in the 60s.
He was a Korean War vet. So
in the time of like, in that era of the U.S., there's a lot of issues with having a black superhero. I believe he was fully in costume with the mask and everything, and he's saving the world 10 times over. And the moment like he had a battle with Anti-Man, I was reading up on it recently, and I was trying to read this mini series, Adam the Legend of the Blue Marvel or something like that. And so this villain Anti-Man is fighting the Avengers. The Avengers couldn't take him down. He like beat up Sentry and all that. And And he says, Blue Marvel couldn't stop me. What chance do you have? So then Tony Stark has to go on this investigation. Who's Blue Marvel? And they have to uncover all these secret documents. So from what I've been reading, it's pretty awesome. And that's what I love. I say this all the time. We may not get all the characters that we want. We may get some characters that we don't know, but some of those characters you don't know bring me to stories and comics that I haven't heard before, right. And gets me into more comics instead of just sticking with everything that I'm familiar with. So
he's a Silver Age character that they're retroactively putting in the Silver Age and saying, "Here you go."
Something like that. They're like the 40s. In the comics, one of the quotes was like the 40s had Captain America, the 50s had Marvel Boy, I think they said, and then the 60s they had Blue Marvel. That's how somebody in the story mentioned it. And again, in the chat, I haven't read enough of this, so if I'm getting anything wrong, if you have more information, do let me know. Marcus Yee says he's a member of the Ultimates with Captain Marvel, Spectrum, and I think even Galactus when he became the Life. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I have very preliminary knowledge of this.
Sure.
But it's popular enough character that a lot of people were asking for it. And, with the reveal of the the box art yesterday, here's the figure. Chat, let me know. Dope or nope. What do you think? Jason?
Looks dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the body parts, trying to, place them with things I might have seen before, or, just trying to get a sense of this one. Looks like he's wearing a denim jacket.
It does look like
a
denim vest. It's a denim vest.
A denim
like
vest,
on. Yeah. I see you're still sticking with the denim.
I'm down.
Yeah, David Nakayama is awesome. I feel better that not nobody. I don't think it's as it's not like your the forefront of Marvel characters, but there were a lot of people asking for this. So
he hasn't gone cross media as much as some of the other characters that obviously he's not in the MCU yet. We haven't seen him in cartoons yet. He hasn't hit action figure yet. So, like I told you, where I first heard of him was in the Marvel Lego video game. So that's where he broke my consciousness, breached my consciousness. So it's just a matter of time before these characters get around and appear in different media, and there you go.
Greg says some people cut the box backs down, making an oversized file card type deal to save. You could also do that with the sides, making bookmarks. Yeah. For me, I just want an art book, but I feel like you'd have to get Marvel licensing, and then with the artist, and then all this stuff. So I don't know. I in an ideal world, every Spider-Man could be the pinless buck, and you can give me an art book for all of the awesome packaging, and that would be fantastic. But there are limitations to this stuff. Hopefully one day, maybe if one company just owned everything, then there would be no issue.
Mm-hmm. We're getting there, dude.
It's happening. It's okay. I'd like to see Blue Marvel and Sentry appear in the MCU, says Marcus Yee. Troy, what do you think about this? How was your Googling?
Googling was very well, but this figure is honestly, I was waiting for this figure, and I can't believe we have it. It's kind of funny because if you think about it, a lot of this year surrounds themselves around Galactus. So if you think about it, Blue Marvel was on a team with Galactus. A figure, Thor, was the power cosmic, like the new modern one is from, he got his powers from Galactus.
Yeah, he's a herald.
Yeah, so I love how a lot of the themes and a lot of figures we're seeing revolves around.
Speaking of
what was that?
Speaking of Galactus, they did provide an update for the Build-A-Figure, and this is what we made reference to earlier. Jay Hernandez posted a quick highlight of Dwight showing off the ratcheted joints, and I was waiting for this to go black and white, and then slow-mo, and then sunglasses, and then just like Thug Life with some, I don't know, Ice Cube playing in the background. Wait, I didn't watch the whole thing. Good job, Jay.
He was in a really good mood today, Dwight.
Very good mood.
Yeah.
It was not hilarious.
Not like I know the guy. It came through. which
Right.
is really, really nice.
But yeah, that honestly, Blue Marvel is a dope for me. And I like how we're getting figures from the Ultimate Wave. So hopefully we get a redo Miss Captain Marvel and a comic Miss America figure. So
You put a
yeah,
Sue Storm head on that Captain Marvel?
I did.
And how's it? It's hard to see. What are you thinking? You loving it or?
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is on my cosmic shelf.
Right.
I don't know why that head sculpt with that costume almost makes it look like I don't know, something out of a manga or something. Just that combination. I don't know why. Like, what do I know? I don't even read.
That figure could definitely stand for a redo with, better head on that, and maybe some sculpted costume on that, on the body.
Boocat says dope. Greg Fenstad says dope, totally great. Someone said his body is Magneto. Bearded Bill says dope. Ash Anakin, how are you doing? Fellow Canadian says it's dope. Jason Lowe, it's a solid looking figure, though I haven't read much on him. I think he comes with these two, the Sunfire or the Flame Punch effects or the Johnny Storm ones, but they're blue. So you get two of those. 796 is in the house. Toy Malarkey says, nice buttons, they're snaps. Seinfeld reference. Yes, go ahead.
So we think also, are you guys suggesting that there is a version of this character in a Silver Age costume?
Mm-hmm.
Cape,
yeah,
mask,
I think there's a cape.
So that he has a cape down the road, and probably tight boots as opposed to lace-ups. Well, you know what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah.
Darren Squire says, I don't see the gray highlights on the head sculpt. The hair here, the graying on the sides. Yeah, it's hard to see from the straight on angle. DK, what's going on? Let's see. He was in the Ultimates comic series.
Derek, man, how you doing?
Yeah, and Austin, that's fair if you're not familiar with the character or you don't really need it, that's fine. I think there are people who are not I think based on the appearance what the post on my Instagram, the comments that were on there, a lot of people were very excited and they're like, oh, it's finally happening here, this and that. So it's cool. It's dope for me. I'll be getting it. I'm getting into the comic, and if it's available, it's getting me to read the story. I feel like that's worthy of a dope. That's going to be a purchase. Also in this wave, this is a whole wave that's coming out together. This is a Alex Ross style Iron Man. Was it Mark? Did he say Mark 70?
Yeah.
Chat, how about you? Dope or nope? Jason, Troy?
You want to go first, Troy?
I actually like this Iron Man a lot. This wave is very modern, and modern is my bread and butter. So I absolutely love this, and I love how it's fully pinless. So this is hella dope for me.
Yeah, I think it's dope too. I haven't seen this armor in print yet, and I don't know what other modern armor I want to see in a figure. But when they said it's pinless, I'm like, okay, let's give this one a shot. I find it really easy to have an Iron Man action figure on my desk at all times and play with it, while I'm waiting for my modem to load up or whatever, like things like that.
You're what?
I'm just joking. Come on. I find it really easy just to fidget with an Iron Man. Like that's just a nice thing to have kicking around the computer while I'm doing stuff. So if this is like the Iron Man of the month for me, I'm happy to have it and then maybe build an investment in it later. I don't dig the I mean, I know it's not an arc reactor everywhere. That's a movie thing. But like the arc reactors on the gauntlets, the hips, and the boot cuff, I think maybe it's for me a bit of an overuse with that design element. But I'll still, again, once get it in hand and play with it and go from there. I do like how the gold is like the outside piece on the thighs and on the arms and shoulders, as opposed to it being the under pieces with the red over top. I like the juxtaposition here. It's kind of cool.
I will say that one thing that's missing is the gold feet. So he has like gold plates on his feet, but I could live without it.
Is this a design by Alex Ross?
That's what
like
they
this
said.
Specific costume?
Yeah.
Why don't you Google it?
I've got like 40 things going on here. Okay. I think it's cool because I have asked him a few times. in some of the interviews with the team, are there going to be more artist specific style looking characters? And if this is here, then hopefully that means there's going to be more, and you can put a bunch together. Because I think, the 80th anniversary Cap, Thor, and Iron Man, I'll have a specific look that go really well together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Iron Man armors change a lot these days. Like they change frequently.
Yeah.
And often, like looking at readers of comics, there's like one suit they kind of grow up with, and they love a particular armor because that armor's around for a decade. And now it's sort of every few years there's an armor, every season. So it's hard to still it's hard to get really emotionally invested in a modern armor when they change so frequently. If you don't leave it for a while. But at the same time, how can he stay high tech and of the moment if he doesn't update his armor often? So it's like a bit of a catch-22. I still do love, obviously, this one. He's here. He's so cute. Come on, look at that dude. He's just fantastic.
there is a specific charm for 3.75.
Come on.
I've come to that realization and how wrong I was before.
Yeah, they're so cool. Like this guy can go on the Millennium Falcon. How cool is that? Anyway,
absolutely.
I think it's dope. What do you think, Kevin? Did you already say if you think it's dope or not?
Yeah, I think it's dope, and I'll probably grab this one. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And DK's here in the chat. He says, "I dig this Iron Man." Ulysses Ramos says, "Dope." Jason Lowe says, "Dope, dope, 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 dope." And he says, "Dopest of the live stream." Okay, that's cool. Tony Collector 10 says, "Dope." DK says the effects are nice. Yeah, I think they're pretty. I think those are the same effects you get with Ironheart too. So, Jason Lowe adding this to the Iron Man, adding this as the Iron Man for my collection.
Really?
This is the Iron Man. A lot of judgment in that one.
No, I'm just a lot
of judgment.
I'm surprised. Jason has great taste, and if he says it's the Iron, no. If he says it's the Iron Man, then I'll take it more seriously.
Okay, so now you're going to reevaluate how you feel about this because
I have to reevaluate everything in my life now.
Oh boy,
he's an influencer. What am I going to do?
Kirby Kai says this is a note from me. Although I love Alex Ross's work and the Marvel's story, you're on a 56K or lots of circles in this design. Says Winger Lose. I would have preferred the Extremis armor, but it's dope, and this figure doesn't include a BAF piece. We'll be copying this entire wave. Hey, you know what? It's Iron Man. There's going to be more armors coming out. I'm sure there will be an opportunity to get an Extremis armor, even if it's not this one. So this one, if you like it, grab it. If you don't, it doesn't prevent you or prevent an Extremis from coming out later. So it's all good. We're going to get more stuff. We're going to get more stuff. The 80th versions are Alex Ross versions, aren't they?
The face in one of them is the two heads. One with
Thor one?
No. Well, the Cap had two heads. Iron Man had two heads. Three if you count Tony Stark.
Thor has, yeah.
But Thor only came with one head. And
but it's his art on the side.
It's his box art, and it
was
his Tony Stark face, and one of the two Iron Man faces was a Alex Ross, like one that had a bit of a nose to it. But it seemed like they were, and one of the Cap faces was definitely an Alex Ross one.
Mm.
But it seemed like they were just enough still to the middle, like they weren't so Alex Rossy on the body, like they would fit in with any comic book, like generic, but some Alex Ross touches to it. But the faces for sure.
Jason says, I like to have a figure made from one of my comic designs, Wetsuit Madrox and Strong Guy.
For sure.
Hopefully they get you on some box art one day, because
this guy has more love for Jamie Madrox. I love it. It's so funny.
I think the only person in that likes Madrox so much.
It's so much cosplay, everything. It's fantastic. It's genuine.
Absolutely. To go from cosplaying multiple man to writing stories for Marvel for multiple, like that's insane. Jason,
Crazy.
it's the
Jason
best.
Lowe, congratulations.
Mhm.
That's fantastic. Also in this wave, it was one of the characters that was one of the hints was this 91 92 Marvel Universe cards. It's a very specific clue. I think only Ryan would have gotten it. No, I'm kidding. But he presented it with the card here, of course, in the case. And this is the figure, Speedball. Chat, how do you feel about Speedball? Troy, why don't you go first?
This figure is really, really cool. I love the detailing, and I love just the paint apps on this a lot. I love the hair too. The only thing that's missing with me is effects, but I understand because there's not really multicolor effects that they can reuse and such. But just overall as a figure, this figure is super cool, and I absolutely love the translucent goggles.
Yeah.
So this is a huge dope for me.
Jason, how about you?
This is a great looking figure that the other figures in my collection bully and beat up.
What?
What?
They do. They give this guy is not surviving a day on my shelf. He'd get just beat up by everyone. They were like, "What are you doing, buddy?" Yeah, it looks fantastic. I don't think they could have done a better job with this figure. And of course, like you said, Troy, some power effects would like elevate. So whether they're going to package him with some, or you get some third party custom 3D printed stuff, it will elevate the piece for sure. But it looks fantastic. I don't think they could have done it any better, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dope from me. I really like the details, like Troy said here, on the gloves, the boots, it really pops out from the base blue, and I think it looks great here. Goggles are a good touch, and of course, gotta respect the flow, the hair. And oh, sorry, Jason. All right, let's check in with the chat. The chat says, Austin says, Speedball, man, I've been wanting this figure for so long, but I feel like this figure is missing something. Here you go. So who do we have left of the New Warriors? It says Marcus Yee, Justice, and Namorita. I don't remember. I wasn't huge. That seems like something that Troy is very familiar with.
Yes. Yes, that's correct. We're missing those.
What?
I'm just too old for the New Warriors. That's all.
Oh.
I already aged out with reading comics at that point.
They were just the Warriors back in my day, and then these New Warriors came along with the bright blue and the goggles.
They think
and
they
all
are
that
coming around.
Speedballing and all that.
Honestly, all I know of Speedball was what happened when
Civil War.
Yeah.
So, like, this is
Just
I know
beat this guy up.
so I know he comes back later on, but yeah, this figure's so good.
I remember when he was introduced, he was like a Steve Ditko design, Steve Ditko character, and this is like at the end of the 80s, and Ditko's art did not like look good to my 13-year-old Jim Lee reading eyes, and yeah, I was like, Ditko, who's this guy? This guy looks like a hack. Little did I know that 30 years later I would prefer Ditko to just about everybody else. It's too funny.
Jason says, if my girlfriend lets me have more room for figures, I'd put him on an extra display. I told you to work that into your new the contract for your new place, but it was too late. No, I think they got a new place. So should have consulted me. I would have drafted up that work for you. Not that I'm any sort of legalese. He looks like he needs to be brighter. Bootcat says, nice to have him, but might have been better to start with a more classic look for our New Warriors team. Well, maybe you'll get, they already have it sculpted. Maybe you'll get a different costume later on. Maybe there's a retro card down the way somewhere. But wait and see. Micah says, I'm a big New Warriors fan. That's dope. Dope for Speedball. I think a lot of people are for this character.
For sure.
Dope for them. I wanted Speedball, and this was dope, hoping it would be a little bit more comic style. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, he's supposed to look like this and that, and this detail's missing. I don't know what his costume should be, or the one that it is for each team or each era. So it just looks cool. And if you're in it, that's for you. All right, let's see who else is here. Have to see the E. Rivera video first. Yes, they mentioned E. Rivera has a review dropping tomorrow for this figure. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. And if not, go support more content creators anyway, more reviewers. It's everyone's putting in a lot of work.
Sorry, but who did they say that is getting the Iron Man figure?
Toy Bro is getting. Was it? Yeah, I think Dan only mentioned two people. I think is Toy Bro and was it for the Iron Man?
Yeah.
All right. Who had the deep inhale?
Me.
Or was it exhale? Let's see. We have here Madam Hydra. They mentioned, I think it was the Black Queen arms that they went back to use, so they can get the sculpt with the arm sleeves, and a whole new head sculpt. Who was the large exhale? Waitings to exhale. Troy, dope or no? Chat, what do you think?
Oh my goodness! All I gotta say is this is an upgrade from the old Madame Hydra we got. This figure is stunning. As soon as I saw the head, I was like, can I use this for a Polaris head? But then I was like, no, this is perfect for Madame Hydra. Modern Polaris. That's what I was thinking. But this figure is awesome. Great. I love it. You know me and new body molds. I would love this on the new female body mold, but I can live with it. This figure is dope. I will be purchasing this. That's
Jason?
all.
Yeah, me too. I like old Marvel stuff. So having fleshed out lead characters from Hydra and fleshed out lead characters from Shield, those are appealing things to me. And she's a classic villain, and I want that. I want a Baron Strucker, and like that combination,
nice.
Right?
Yeah.
That combination. Having Hydra fleshed out is good for me, and having more female villains is always great. I love the double holster, the double belt holster
emblem
stuff
on it too.
Yeah, I'm all in for that for sure. And yeah, no, I'm down. Crazy old 70s pulp spy craziness.
It looks like it's like an older style pistol here or something too.
Yeah, it looks like
we've seen these guns before.
Like a Luger? I don't know. Kind of, yeah.
All right, a quick update. Dragon Eye 69 says E. Rivera is doing the Iron Man reveal / review. I guess it's not a reveal. They already revealed it. Review, and Toy Bro is getting Speedball. So congratulations, E. Rivera, Toy Bro, two awesome YouTubers. So go check those out tomorrow. So for Madam Hydra, for me, this is dope. Like you said, Hydra stuff, just building that kind of world, and those villains. I'm down for this. And Troy thinks this head sculpt is fabulous. It looks great. So this is a dope for me. But the chat, let's see what the chat says. Austin says Madam Hydra is too basic in my opinion. No.
I hear you.
Sure, that's fair. Hellspawn Hulk says, why didn't they give Boog the blue? I don't know. You're asking. I don't know. Single jointed elbows says Rick2345. Yeah, yes. And there was a reason for, they mentioned the Black Queen arms that he said. Mm-hmm. So, again, we spoke earlier about the limitations and whatnot. I am Micah says dope new figure, easy pass. Bearded Build says she's dope. They should have used the new body mold. Ideally, in a perfect toy world.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an improvement from the earlier release, but I got no Hydra in my collection anymore.
I hear you. For me, she's just gonna take one pose, sit on the shelf with the other villain characters, and I'm not gonna be posing her crazy anyway. So I don't mind the single jointed elbows.
Yep. I mean, those ones still get a decent range. So yeah. I don't know how much you need her to do. I'm okay with it.
Honestly, you should point that gun straight elbowed anyway. Just
You don't need her to go like James
No.
Bond trick shot behind the head or
No.
something. But again, whatever you want it to do, this is that's what's going on here. Let's see. Yes. E. Rivera showing off Iron Man, a Luger, a Walther P38, like all the gun experts here. All I know is whatever was in GoldenEye N64, okay?
It doesn't look like a Walther P38 to me.
Walther PPK.
But who knows? Ryan knows.
Dragon Eye says Madam Hydra is dope-ish. Nope would have been sold with the right elbows and more realistic legs. Oh, I didn't get it. What was wrong with
Is there not a shot of the legs we can...
No, I didn't think that it was... I'm still hearing that sound. Do you still hear it, Jason?
Yeah, I do. I
know it doesn't bother you. I'm yeah. See, because you're zen-like patience.
Except for you. I crush you.
Fair enough. I love the first thing my daughter said was like, that doesn't look like a shield. That looks like a target. And I'm like, yeah. And he, like, I'm trying to explain to a 7-year-old. Yeah. So when bad guys are shooting, they're going to want to shoot the target. And that's what the shield is for. I'm like, how am I going to explain this? So, but I mean, it proves that the design works. But U.S. agent, Jason, dope or no?
Dope. Yes. So it's on a Captain America body, right?
Yeah.
The regular one. And this is also, remember, Captain America, well, not remember, if you didn't read it. Captain America wore this costume-ish as the captain when he is no longer Captain America.
Right.
So if it's the same size as Captain America, in the same costume as Captain America, then isn't it Captain America too as the captain, but can we just give him a different head, like 2 heads? One as U.S. agent and one as the captain, and then it's 2 figures in one, and you can display it as you want.
Yeah, I remember reading into that when we were doing the Falcon and the Winter Soldier about U.S. Agent and that costume.
I just don't remember, and I could look it up easily, what if the captain had a white star on his chest or the black star on his chest, and his shield, and you correct me if I'm wrong, his shield in that case was just pure vibranium, like one piece. It was silver. He had no paint on it when he was the captain, I think. Anyway, and then in Captain America 350, they fight and he gets the suit back. I think.
Nice.
I'm making stuff up.
It sounds like, I mean, you didn't have to say that you're making it up. I would have believed you.
Thanks, man.
Say it with confidence.
So I'd like to see the two different heads in this one, and then I can choose which figure I want it to be.
Was the agent his face and mask vastly different from this?
Well, Steve Rogers doesn't make that face.
Okay, so it's just the expression.
Well, that guy's ugly. Come on. In the comics, I think when they were faced off, like when early on, they're the same size, right? They're both big dudes, and I think they just keep pushing the limits of what's U.S. Agent's real name again? It left my brain.
John Walker.
John Walker. Thank you. And they just keep pushing like John Walker to be like bigger and badder. But I think he was just about the same size as Steve Rogers. So I'm happy with him on this buck. It's all good.
Troy, how about you?
This is a great update for a figure that we've had for a long time in our Marvel Legends displays. If you got it in way back in 2012, 2013?
Bucky Cat body?
It was on a Bucky Cat body.
Too small.
Very small. So this is a great update. This is I think this is on the Captain America body.
Yeah, it's the werewolf one.
Yes. So I think this is perfect.
Yeah.
They said is that the same as the Kraven?
I think so, yeah. I think they use some parts to it. I'm honestly going to say this is a great figure, great looking figure, and this is a dope for me. So I can't wait for this.
Yeah, it's an easy repaint, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
I don't know. This one might be a broke for me. I don't need a U.S. agent. So...
Well, you're not going to try and make your West Coast Avengers?
I don't want to make... No, I'm good. I'm going to save that, allot that money to another purchase.
I hear you, man.
Can we get a dope-ish nope emoji for the channel? I mean, just put both at the same time, and I'll know what you're talking about. Just use both. Let's see. Hellspawn Hulk. I hear it. Oh, the sound? Yeah. Ringaloo says dope. Greg says this is on the retro cap body from before the 80th anniversary cap.
Yeah, but that was on the body from before that too.
Peter likes your idea of the agent. It's a different head sculpt. Same with Ash Anakin here. U.S. agent is on the Craven buck, so I think he might be a bit bigger than the old cap, but he's supposed to be bigger. I mean,
They're the same, dude.
It's all good.
Super soldiers.
Win or lose, isn't this a new head sculpt? No A? Yeah, I think.
This is definitely a
Let's
new
see.
head sculpt.
I gave away that figure to a friend, and I don't remember if the A was just painted on. I think it was. So if they were to use that same head, which I don't think this is, they wouldn't have to resculpt, but I don't think it's the same head anyway. I think this is a meaner looking face.
Yeah, I think so
Ulysses
too.
Ramos says nope. Darren says the head sculpt is new and the buck looks like the cap one. It's a dope from me. Perfect. There you go. Hearty? I think that's a new name. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Says I'll wait for the ForceWorks US agent. Again, I'm not that involved with US agent, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But hey, I hope it works out for you. Tony Collector 10, welcome back. Says dope. Awesome. And this is all part of one wave. Remember, so if you pass, it's okay. Maybe someone will help you out there and get you the Build-A-Figure piece, however it works. But the next one, hot damn. Chad Kinsler says no. This is Troy, settle down. Settle down. Thor. All new, everything. He comes with ravens. Okay, first of all, I was very impressed that Dwight was able to, he was hiding the Build-A-Figure on the packaging, that he was able to cover the front and also at the same time cover the back and reverse it on camera without revealing the box art. That was completely impressive. I get confused by things like the magic wallet, okay? So the fact that he is able to do like whatever he did, I was completely mind boggled. So I think maybe he practiced that before. Chat, how do you feel about this Thor? Let me know. Is this dope? Nope. Or it's broke. You're gonna wait for the next one or spend your money somewhere else. Jason, you want to go first?
It's super, super dope. Everything about that, it looks like an amazing toy.
Yeah.
The fact that it's all new is just, it's like a gift. You know what I mean? This is what we're paying the extra money for. It's like for something new once in a while that is just really breathtaking. I don't love this version of Thor personally. Like it was part of the Donny Cates run where he is a Herald of Galactus. I think it was Dwight who said he had elven hair. Like, yes, that's a good descriptor.
I can't unsee it now.
Right. So I love everything about the toy product. I will get it because I want to have more variety in my Thors. I have all the Thors, and I'm going to continue to get all the Thors. I love Thor, so I'll get it, and I'll appreciate it and love everything about it. I just want a more brutal. My Thor is he's a little more brutal to me, so I love it.
You want him to be as brutal as Dwight was unboxing this thing.
Just love it.
He ripped off the Build-A-Figure artwork, I think, on the back too.
Yes.
So that kind of brutal.
Yes, I think it's a great looking figure. I mean, just look at the skirt on it. Look at the texturing on that thing. And look at I don't know what you actually call the piece off of his belt. Oh, that's amazing. The piece off of his belt where the hammer would kind of loop the handle to rest there. This looks unbelievable. Is this
you got this kind of the quilty pattern here, texture, the shoulder pad's different. There's two different ones here on the
they're going to be soft and flexible. You can just see it. And the hair is going to be soft, and you're going to be able to still move him around. And as opposed to the way hair was 10 years ago, where it would hamper all the movement. It's not going to be like that anymore.
It looks like there's two ravens. This one here and the wrong way.
No, it looks just great.
And also Dwight with didn't he do raven sounds too? Didn't he cough?
I think so.
I'm surprised he didn't name the ravens because they have names.
True. That's true.
People are supposed to know the names.
Troy, I know you've been holding back.
The Raven's name is Happy and Ness because I am so happy for this figure. Oh, this
Give me one
figure.
sec.
This figure is beautiful. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. It looks like a Linda Evangelista. Oh my goodness. It's just everything I wanted in a Thor figure. And I love the run that Donny Cates did on Thor. And this figure is so good. Like everything from the hair to the face to the textures on the skirt piece, the just everything. It looks so good. Like this is an absolute dope. I'm buying 2 of these. One
You're gonna tear into one of them and
tearing one apart, and the other one is going to stay mint on card right in front of me. Like, it's great. I'm mind blown about this. This is was my highlight of the reveals. So, like Hasbro just kicked it out of the park or knocked it out of the park. I don't play sports.
kicked it out of the stadium.
They kicked it out of the stadium with this. So this is just this is an instant buy. Like I'm
gonna use that from now on. They
kicked it out of the stadium. Tomorrow when these go up for pre-orders, I'm pre-ordering 2 of these bad boys, 4 of these bad boys. It's so good.
Like Jason Lowe, Jason says not that familiar with this Thor. Neither am I, but just looking at it visually, it's a beautiful design and looks like an awesome toy. We zoomed in on the textures and the details, everything. They talked about the hammer that's made out of, was it just electricity? It's like it's not a physical, tangible Mjolnir with the effect. I don't know how Dwight, I guess, well, he's a designer. He's probably done it a million times. He just twisted on the effect so quickly.
Yeah.
With me, I'm always like, which way does this go? I just see him put on, like, oh, okay, like it's that easy. But I'm sure he's done it a million times. So it's a beautiful looking figure. It's a dope for me. The elvish hair and everything. Just and Dan's always talking about the Donny Cates run of stuff. So I've been meaning to check that out too. Again, new characters, new toys that you're not familiar with. Maybe go check out the story and branch out some stuff too. Ulysses Ramos says super dope. Bjorn, what's going on? Says, is that the guy from Fortnite? Dope. Jason, not that familiar with this one. Marcus C says, dope that they made this. I hope it can be reused for a heroic age Thor. Channel member, Butter Nation member, Bearded Build says, dope. Ryan says, could you see the BAF name on the Thor package? I didn't see it. Did you see it?
I didn't look.
No.
I was hoping that the internet would have done the work and done the freeze frame.
Why? You just wait like 4 minutes and they showed. Yeah. I couldn't see it. I have it on the TV and on my phone, and I couldn't see it. So I think Dwight masterfully, is he like a part-time magician maybe to do that? Because again, that whole mirror thing, insane. Dragon Eye 69 says this Thor is dope. Chef's kiss. Oh, we should do a chef's kiss emoji on here. Austin says this figure is dope, but in my head canon, this isn't Thor, it's Legolas. I could see that. I get it, and that might be part of the appeal to me. That like this looks cool.
I want to see him side by side with other characters too, to see how big,
Greg Fenstad says this Thor Herald Thor is awesome. I hope older comic MCU headwork on him. Love the Ravens, totally dope. Yeah, I mean, more accessories that you can use for other stuff. Who's gonna hate on that? This is dope. It's the Thor from Fortnite. That box opening was as epic as this Thor. Heck yeah. Mackerson, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
It's kind of funny that I'm looking at the video right now of him unboxing it, and you could definitely see Marvel's you can see the name of it. I don't know his name, but you can see
on the back or on the front?
Both, on the front and the back. But like you can't really see it, like you can't make it out unless you're like really looking at it. But I wasn't looking at that, I was just looking at the figure, so good hide.
Extra Raven for your Speedball. This guy. The Mjolnir is beautiful. Absolutely. I think that it's a beautiful. I don't know the backstory of it, but I'm definitely going to check that out. Ulysses says, I love the Ravens. Cloth cape is about the only thing to make this more awesome. I mean, yeah, I hear you, but I don't think that's really a Marvel Legends thing for cloth capes.
Not at the price point.
Yeah,
and it's just a third-party upgrade. You know,
what Legends have cloth? Doctor Doom, I think one of them had a partial tunic.
Right.
Upper, that was cloth.
Gamora had it.
Don't forget with that Doctor Doom, it was like that was a total reuse of the body.
Right.
So they're like, you know, and in that realm, I can see how it would work. Which one Gamora had? What cloth?
Gamora had the tunic in the Entertainment Earth exclusive box set.
The box set. Yeah. Okay.
Is this the name of the Ravens, or should I know what Jeffrey's talking about?
Oh, that's the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Thought and memory. That's badass.
Yeah.
So it wasn't happiness, you liar.
I was just saying it was happy.
I know, I'm just messing with you. Jason's right, because that 80th anniversary Thor, them Goldilocks offer no head movement. There you go.
He uses conditioner now.
So this is an instant cop. Dope reading the story now, and this is a great looking buck. Am I supposed to read this? Ooh, and the lightning hammer look is comic accurate, and they included the Ravens. Hey, it's cool to get current stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's something for everybody, and I'll try to read.
So
read more
Kevin,
things.
I'm assuming you don't know this, and maybe some people in the chat don't know either. It's fine, but just his symbol, right on the chest, this white pattern, is the Nordic rune or the Norse rune, like the Norse symbol for Thor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what that. It's like a straight line with a triangle in it, like, and then that's what that is. So it's kind of cool. It's a nice little additional thing to his design that we haven't seen before and from Marvel, which is cool.
Also, how badass is it that we're getting a Lord of the Rings universe show and a Game of Thrones one? I'm excited. I'm excited. And hopefully that means more toys. Oh God, that means more toys. Figgy says this is a pass for me. Oh, okay.
Figgy, we're gonna have some words about this on Wednesday.
Oh shoot, deals made.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the tough thing with new costumes, right? He's like comes in issue 1 with a new costume, and then by issue 6 or 10, it's done.
I think he's still in this costume in the comics, except the headpiece.
No, he right now he's sleeveless and more brutal.
Oh,
and
is he?
He's bearded and and he's just about dead at the moment.
Don't care much about this version of Thor, but if I'm paying $1 billion for the HasLab Galactus, I might as well get all the Heralds.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Pot committed. They should definitely do a deluxe with wired capes like Masterverse.
Troy, Thor is like one of the only Marvel series I actually read.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm up to date on Thor. Just that might be one of the only ones. I was looking to see if I had the newest issue here, but it's probably on my bookshelf.
Real head scratcher. It's all right. We can go look for it. We're almost done. We're at the finish line.
Okay.
We're almost there. And Shield Agent, almost like not a 2-pack. I guess you get 2 characters in one packaging, which is super cool to get. You just love to see the box. And the pack out with all the things inside the box, more accessories. It's always fun to see. You get a Daisy Johnson head sculpt for the Shield Agent. Oh, wrong way.
Dwight was hilarious about this too. About turning out the lights and you can imagine it's a different head. It's like, good army build. Now she's blonde. Like,
wait, what did he say?
You didn't hear him going on about this? He was talking how it's almost like a troop builder. Because with the different heads, it's kind of, even though they're both like named characters, you can imagine it's someone different. He says, and then you can turn the lights out, imagine she's blonde, and then
how did I miss that?
And you could see Ryan and Dan are like, "What are you doing?"
We're like the bootleg version of those guys. I've pointed this out before, right?
How dare you? I actually on purpose was trying to wear the same shirt.
We even have you in the middle and everything.
That was intentional.
We're the Wish version.
Of course, I want to find out if other heads do fit on this. Like how nicely could it be? Like that Sue Storm head or
A blonde one.
little Sharon Carter.
You went with.
Sharon Carter one I want to put on, or the Captain Marvel that no longer looks good on Captain Marvel, or Dagger if you take away that eye graphic. There's some nice options for sure.
Well, if this is built on the Shriek body molds, we know that I saw a really cool custom that Winger Lose did.
The Black Widow one?
Yeah. So like that head fits on it perfectly.
I love the idea of having a couple of those characters in like Shield costumes, and they have their superhero costume too. Like so Black Widow in her Shield outfit, or Agent 13 Sharon Carter in her Shield outfit as well. Like, yeah, that's Mockingbird.
Cool.
You know, we need a Mockingbird.
Well, we have one, but
so it's kind of like that the quantum suit, the MCU quantum suit set where you just have the base suit and you can just add the different character heads on there. That would be cool.
Yep.
I really like the idea of that set too. Did that ever make it up here?
I need that suit, that set still.
My parents were in the States, and my dad messaged me. He's like, "Is this what you were looking for?" I think he was in Target, and I'm like, "Yes." And then I don't remember what I did with that. Do I have it? I don't know. I don't think I still
dad failed.
No, he bought it. But
yeah,
I don't think it ever made it up here.
Maybe he kept it, and he's playing with it right now, in spite you.
Could be.
These look awesome. They look really good.
Looks really
good.
The
shoulder strap being a different sculpt piece. The zipper, like
get a shoulder strap.
Yeah, the upper torso is different, but everything else is the same because it has a pinless tech.
Again,
when the gloves and everything.
When I started collecting Marvel Legends, all the female bodies were on like wearing high heels.
Yeah,
like I'm so glad that's done. Like these are so much better.
They're impossible to stand. So I'm assuming based on both of your reactions, dope.
Yeah, I'll probably get 2.
Oh my gosh, I'll probably get
even 3.
You know what? After seeing this, I regret canceling our Shield Agent pack.
I want to see the Shield on a new buck. I've said before, I'm really tired. I'm glad they're retiring the Bucky Cat buck. Knowing that they can do more than just like having again that zipper sculpted in, like those little additions. A new Shield troop build. I know that it's too soon, but anyway. And there's now, of course, the idea of mixing and matching head sculpts from different lines. Tyler's talking about Lady J getting her using that head. Like, yeah, this is great ideas. Scarlet then too.
All right, let's see. Jason Lowe says Quake is a sweet figure. Quake is awesome. Says Greg. 2 heads. I wish it had. Why is he talking like Yoda? 2 heads. I wish it had. The female Shield helmet. And an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That would be cool. Have they, other than Coulson, they haven't done like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
But also the Coulson predates. He's from Avengers.
This is true. He is in MCU proper.
Yeah.
Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. canon still? I forget.
You can ask that question and then leave it at that. Just ask the question.
Yeah.
Well, it tied in. The first season tied into the movies directly.
Sure.
So after that, who knows? I fell asleep through the latter seasons. Jason Lowe was not the only one who was confused by the blonde head comment. Hero Collections, is that Brandon that you're talking about? Tested the female Shield helmet on Shriek and it worked.
Do we have a female Shield helmet?
Helmet or just head? Let me see. Darth Gutierrez, what's going on? Jason Lowe says dope. Dragon Eyes, I'm more than positive all the Black Widow heads for on this body fit on this body. I'm trying to think of what autocorrect would have changed it from that fit on. There you go. Hey, it's like playing a game and they give you doing the crossword on the children's puzzle and then they have the answer at the end. Tony Collector 10 says dope. Okay, Jason. Yeah, we want that too. We want it too. How about we just get you a regular version of your Madrox first?
Nice.
All right.
Yes.
Is this a Shriek body? Says Action Figgy Skinny. Yeah, this is the pinless.
It looks great.
Because if so, then I'm buying 6. All right. There you go. can be used for an extra Lady J head, or vice versa. Maybe Marcus
Right,
E says, "I want those gloves." Daisy head looks good for an updated Wasp head swap.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Gutierrez says, "Dope." Winger Lose says, "Dope." Shout out to Winger Lose for that Kit Bash Black Widow also.
Mm-hmm.
A very cool recipe. Go check out Winger Lose on Instagram. Troy Don't Trip also check out the Shield Agent 2-pack. It's a good 2-pack. It's more army builders and it's fun, and there's a lot of extra head swaps in there, lots of guns. So it's a cool pack. Yeah, this is dope for me. Absolutely. And thank you, chat, for letting us know what you all think. And that is the wave, the Build-A-Figure in this wave, as not revealed by Dwight, is the Collector. Yeah, I kind of saw it right away. I don't want it to
Controller.
the controller. I'm thinking of something else for Collector. Yeah, based off of parts of the deluxe Thanos, you can kind of see what the build. I don't. Chat, how do you feel about this Build-A-Figure? Dope or nope or broke? Are you going to complete this BAF? Jason?
I think it's okay. The face looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the head sculpt looks great. I don't care about the controller at all. And I have to just can you pan out and show me the whole wave again, and I'll know if I'm gonna get it by just how many of these I'm. It's gonna be close. Stuff. I have to get Speedball to get the body. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, he's gonna get beat up. He's not gonna survive a day in my shelf. My toys are gonna have like no patience with this guy. He's mouthy. Even my GI Joes are going to take shots from across the room. I think I'll end up having this guy just by default, and then probably I'll try and sell it or trade. I don't.
Troy, how about you?
He doesn't have a room in my life.
Well, I gotta say, don't know who the heck this guy is, but he's controlling me to buy this wave.
Bravo! So, that is his power.
Honestly, like I'm okay with the reuse on this, 100%.
Yeah, of course.
Like it fits. I love that they even did tweaks to it, made it double jointed pinless feet or legs. Like it's great. Like this is great. This whole wave is just great. Oh man, this is what a Marvel Legends wave should be. I love the accessories in this wave. I just love it. There's so many new characters. Oh.
And you still get Cap, Iron Man, and Thor. You know what I mean?
Right?
Somehow it works where they're able to give you their kind of redo characters, and you just needed another Wolverine.
No, that's for the X-Men waves.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I'm kidding around.
No,
it's funny how you
sense.
get all these new characters, and it's also hitting the sweet spots of the brand.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta have that recognizable, like you said, the character who's kind of transcending all mediums to kind of anchor a wave. That's what I think. Usually, sometimes they need to have. I'm like a lot of the people in the chat. I don't know who the controller is. I just called him the Collector not 5 minutes ago. But you're right. The face sculpt is pretty badass. That makes it easier for me because I'm trying to be a little bit more choosy. Build-A-Figures, obviously they're bigger, take up some space, and I dedicated the shelf to just bigger figures, and that fills up faster. Like Build-A-Figures and whatnot on the side there. So I'd rather save the space for something that I absolutely need, which I'm sure will be coming out somewhere down the line. But there are figures in this wave that are must-haves. I think most of it. So whoever needs Build-A-Figure pieces, let's make a deal. Let's see. Yeah, Kevin, name five Decepticons. What the hell is a Decepticon?
Darth Gutierrez is asking what Buck Blue Marvel's on. It's on Magneto. Like the 3-pack Magneto,
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Jason Lowe says could do without him. I mean, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. BAF's nope to me, but it's decent reuse. It looks good, right? If it works, it works. I have no idea who the controller is. Darth Gutierrez, I'm with you, man. I want as many Iron Man villains as I can get. There you go. That's for you. Perfect. It's somebody wants this. So might not be for me, might not be for you, but somebody wants it. Quake and Iron Man are the only ones I'd get, says Jason. Bean 2099, how are you doing? Says, I'm not enthused by it because I don't care about the controller, but if you look at the first appearance of this character, this BAF is pretty accurate. Awesome. There you go. Thank you for doing the research for me. Jason, Speedball will get beat up on your shelf. Then Hasbro will give you a Thunderbolts penance.
Oh.
Why is Blue Marvel on such a small buck? I'm not familiar enough with him to say if that's small or not. Do you guys know?
It's not, honestly, it's standard, it's a little bit, it's not that it's bigger, it's in between.
He looks small next to Thor, but I think that's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Like, you could look at, he's a little bit beefier than Speedball, but like still a little bit skinnier than like US Agent. So for me, I'm okay with this. Like, I think it's a good body. I love the vest. So
Bean 2099 says, I'm only doing Blue Marvel up front. Dragon Eye says, Blue Marvel, Herald, Thor, 2 times Quake is all I'm buying out of this wave. Those are solid picks. DK says, LOL. I don't know what you're laughing at. But thank you. Oh, Blake Quammen. Thank you for the super chat. I haven't seen you in the chat in a while, have I? I think it's been a while. Thank you for the support and for being here. Did the sound effect play? Okay, here, one more.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Why is it so quiet on here? But shout outs to the Marvel Legends team for consistently having great live streams. I agree with you. The reveals were great and the banter was funny. Ryan trolling Morph. That was devious and diabolical. But yeah, we've talked about this before. It seems like they're not as restricted to what they can say or how they have to present it. The Star Wars team, sometimes you kind of feel like they're reading off of something too.
Oh, they are. You can see their eyes doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Again, it might be like a Marvel thing, Star Wars thing, who knows? But you can't argue the dynamic and the flow with the Marvel Legends team, which is the knockoff version of us, by the way.
I think about like the tiers, like how many chefs are in the kitchen or how many cooks in the kitchen. And with like Lucasfilm being involved, maybe everything they have to say has to be branded a certain way. And maybe for whatever reason, the Marvel Legends team has a little more freedom. But the result is it's a way more engaging. Like their personalities come through in more positive ways. Yeah, either way. And they also seem like, actually both groups seem like they're fans, but for whatever reason, the Marvel Legends team, their fandom comes through in like also idiosyncratic ways. Like they have like specific things about Marvel. Like you get to know what their jam is. And I really like that about them. And they don't all just like everything. There's certain things they specifically love.
Oh, I cracked up when Ryan was giving it to Dwight for unboxing that Thor. He's like, that's what I get.
Like the fact that that Ryan doesn't like to unbox, it like makes it more fun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it just me or is this controller BAF? That's autocorrect. Look bigger than Thanos?
I think it's just
I don't know.
The assembly of the different digital images to make one thing. Maybe it's oversized in that, but it's the same mold.
Drake is Canadian and sang Controlla. First of all, yeah, Drake is Canadian, but that's no. Sorry, no. Why is Blue Marvel's blue so meh? I would have rather royal blue or the navy blue. Oh, like something that. What's royal blue? Royal blue isn't brighter, right? It's like darker and deeper. Yeah. Okay.
Richer. It's more richer. That's what I feel.
More saturation. Got more blue.
move that saturation slider. Blake Wyman says, I have a feeling we will get other Blue Marvel costumes in the future.
I think so,
I
too.
mean, a lot of characters have many different costumes, and there have been characters in the past where like we got one iteration of their costume first, and even though it wasn't the one that for me that I wanted, the one that I wanted came later on. So it seemed to me like whatever more popular one was for me was later. So maybe if that's your thing, you know, it's you run the risk, you play the game. You know, is it going to come later? Just roll the dice. But it's plausible.
And then when they reveal something, you just sell it.
There you go. Sell it to somebody who hasn't watched the live stream yet, or this channel, which is probably a lot of people. Action Figgy Skinny says, I'm getting the whole wave and skipping Iron Man. I'll give away Thor. Yo, let me text you.
What?
No, dibs. I'll trade you for some mini mates. Some mini mates. Yeah, there you go. What? No. Let me delete that message out of the chat.
Smart.
If they do erase all the evidence. Yes. If they do Blue Marvel's first appearance costume, he'll be on the 80th cap buck.
The 80th cap buck is textured. Was he textured too? Like, did he have mail?
No, yes. He looks Blue Marvel.
Okay.
No, the 80th cap.
No, I'm saying was Blue Marvel
cap has the scales.
Right. So then you wouldn't put him on that buck because you'd get the scales.
Right.
But on the buck that it was kind of based on, which is the U.S. Agent werewolf cap, that one. Makes sense.
All right, hate to say it, but the Star Wars team has been slipping. Black Series. I mean, I want to do a whole video on my current slide into the vintage collection, but that's a video for another day and another time. But Blake Wyman, I'll probably see you in that chat because you're a fantastic supporter of the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you. Ryan says, I didn't know Quake was Mr. Hyde's daughter. I didn't know. Wait.
And that was on the show too, by the way.
That happened in S.H.I.E.L.D.?
That was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah.
That's right. Right. So I didn't know
Mr. Hyde was played by
Kyle MacLachlan.
Thank you, Kyle MacLachlan.
Is that someone I should know?
Yeah, Twin Peaks.
Desperate
Is that something I should know?
Desperate Housewives?
Okay. We lost him, Troy.
What's Twin Peaks?
Dune?
Is that what?
Yeah, the original Dune movie. Showgirls. He was in Showgirls. Remember that one, Kevin?
You bet.
And can I have my VHS back, please?
I rewinded it so many times. It's
be kind.
Let's see. That roadblock is nice, Troy. Okay, yeah, roadblock. Speedball needed those effects. Seems
Take
to
that
be
helmet off a roadblock. Come on.
What?
Get that guy 50 caliber.
For my money, the Legends team has been the gold standard for Hasbro live streams, but the G.I. Joe team is a close second.
Can't wait for Thursday.
I mean, they're very competitive. It seems like, they're like, all being on the same team, but like I think there's friendly competition, which is great because it just drives for a better quality product that comes out. That's the main output of competition, right? I'm gonna delete this message too because I want that Thor man. Yeah. Let's see. Over in which Iron Man is this? This is the
Alex Ross,
Mark 70 Alex Ross. By the way, Stills, fantastic artist. He does the intro music here on the channel. The starting soon, that music in the background. He has a new album out on Spotify, and also on the cover art, he used some photos and some designs from my friend 796 Studios, his customs. Really fantastic stuff. Please go check it out. Give him a listen. Give him some plays over on Spotify. Check him out on Instagram.
That's awesome.
Fantastic stuff.
I love the theme song, by the way. I walk around to it in my house all the time in a towel.
It's too much.
Family Day.
Family Day. God. Marvel's team has the best fan events, hands down, but G.I. Joe's getting good too. Star Wars sucks. You just had to slip it in there. I didn't see the end of the message when I was reading it, so you got me. You know what? They definitely have some stuff to work on, and it leaves more to be desired. Let me see. Blake says I'll be there. Yeah, Portlandia as the oh, is that the one with
Yeah,
that guy?
Fred Armisen.
Yeah, Fred Armisen, the
Yeah.
SNL dude. I hope for a Kurt Connors 2-pack.
Like one as the lizard,
Lizard?
one in his regular form.
I've got Showgirls on Blu-ray. I don't know why. Well,
Yeah, man.
I know why.
I don't know either.
Transformers team is much like Star Wars.
Laserdisc.
Oh, I see. Love that music. Yeah, go check it out. Go check it out for sure. Fantastic artist and friend of the channel. Really appreciate all the stuff. Darth Gutierrez is headed out. Have a good night.
Bye, Darth Gutierrez.
Brent Whitset, welcome to the chat. All right, so, and of course, after all this, you know, this stuff should be going up for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. And again, check your local stores, check online, wherever you order from. They also showed off, Dwight had a Galactus in hand. How did you guys feel watching him handle it? You know, but he was bending the arms. The ratcheting was super loud and clicky. He slapped that thing like it owed him money. You know, he had it up in the air, slapping the legs down, making sure everything was good.
He was making a point, right? Like it's
oh,
fair.
Absolutely. And I think I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. And
sure.
There you go.
Very gentle. Don't hurt your Sentinel, man.
And that's one of, some people had some issues with those knees on their Sentinel. Personally, I'm fortunate I didn't have any problem with that, but they did. It's a good learning experience for them, right? And it seems like they're very aware of the feedback and they've made an adjustment and are making a, like you said, making a point that these are ratcheted and they'll hold. Yours look fine. Mine look fine too. Mine's been standing here holding my Bearded Builds sign for weeks now, a couple months.
Mine's been pretty fantastic. It's been just standing still, you know. Again, I don't play with it. I haven't done anything with it, so
play with your toys, guys. Come on, take a day off work. Play with your toys.
Today was my day off.
But like, how did you guys feel, other than, you know, is like he was making feeling about the quality and, you know, him showing it off? Were you guys just happy to see that, you know, those kind of changes were being made?
Well, for me, when I first saw the issues with the Sentinel, you know, it kind of got me it kind of made me feel a little not weird, just because man, we spent $500 on this figure, and who knows, we have to, it's the knees were a problem. But for me, I haven't had a problem, and for them to be listen, we're listening to you, we understand your frustrations, we're going to go back and fix it. And I think that's great. And I think that's great. It gives me hope for Galactus, and I can't wait for Galactus. So bring it on. Give me more updates. I'm all in, because you already have my $500.
I think that's a good point. It's like they weren't really dismissive of it, so, but they're still adding to it to make sure, it doesn't happen at all. Ideally,
the fact that they're using humor to show us that, hey, we're listening.
Yo, Ryan and Dan were cracking up when Dwight was slapping on the Galactus. I saw they were laughing so hard they couldn't contain it. And that's the kind of stuff. It's like, that's just off the top. That's just freestyle, and they're just having fun. So, Austin says, "Did you originally tighten it?" No, mine was fine out of the box. Maybe it's the Canadian weather that, you know, helps the joints.
That's what they say. Canadian, we all have the same weather cross country, you know, coast to coast, one climate.
I know Galactus backers were sweating when those knees were tested. And look, what better way to ease everyone's mind than to just do that? So hopefully that stays that way all the way through into the final product. What did you think overall? Jason, what was your favorite reveal from?
Oh, I was going to say about Galactus that I had nothing to say.
I thought you were going to tell me to shut up. You're like,
no. I was going to just say that the HasLab stuff is out of my realm of collecting. I'm not getting involved because it'll just destroy me.
You can come play with Galactus.
Thanks, man. That's really kind of you.
You have my Galactus.
I have an old one, yes, and a Marvel Universe one. It's great. It talks, and it scares the hell out of me. Anyway, I just when I saw that they're doing it, I try not to emotionally engage because then there'll be a huge hole in like a void in my soul if I see those things and I want them. So I don't engage with it. I just
pass
look
on
at other
back.
things. So you asked what the highlight was for the whole thing, like that. Nice. Whose house was that?
Pulled the Dwight there.
Yeah. This poor Modoc. The highlight from today, I don't know. The absent Marvel Legends Retro 3.75 wave that Ryan did not reveal. That's the
highlight?
part. The highlight was the fact that, that's the low, obviously, for me. I don't know what the highlight was. Maybe that Thor figure is just outstanding looking. I must have forgotten what I think. I don't even know. I have to see the whole thing again. Remind me, what are the highlights here? Like that Thor sculpt is phenomenal.
I could tell you mine. Mine was as much as I got hot and bothered with Thor, Ultron got me.
Yeah.
So Ultron was my absolute highlight. I think this Avengers wave is just phenomenal. They kicked it out of the park. But honestly, it's just one of those things where it's like this wave is probably one of my favorite waves they've ever done, and I can't wait to see more. And I can't wait to see more female figures in the line.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely Ultron was amazing.
They kicked it out of the park. I'd be more excited for Rhino if I didn't already have a Build-A-Figure Rhino, but for everyone who didn't get one and you're getting it on this retro card, congratulations. And you get a beautiful looking blister card. That's not a blister card, retro card back. So congratulations for me. I think it is the Ultron as well. I mean, I've been waiting for that one since the show, so now that we're seeing it, knowing that we're getting it, exciting. And the Thor, I don't know what's going on with that story, but he looks fantastic.
Do you want to borrow my comics?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can have a comic reading party. Here's what I want to know: if Ryan says he skipped that part, right? Who's controlling the live stream? As somebody who sits here and adding in inputs and bringing in guests and moving windows around, I'm wondering I don't know. Does anyone else wonder that stuff? Or is it just because I do it that I look into it? I'm like, who's controlling what they're using? I'm looking at their overlays. Someone pressing a button to go to camera 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It might just be me.
I mean, they probably definitely
come off.
Oh, are you playing with Zombie? Oh God, no.
I just opened it.
Oh my lord.
The what comes out?
His straps.
Nice. Yeah. See, yeah, Action Figure Skinny, before you got here, he says Rhino is nice, but in the box he will stay.
For sure. You got to shout out
like Yoda tonight. But yeah, I think I use you as an example about retro card wallpaper. But for me, it was the Ultron. Chat, what was, some people said Rhino, lots of Rhino, Legolas, Thor. The lights on Galactus looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to get an Armored Watcher. Oh, Armored Watcher would be cool too. Do you need it? No. Do I want it?
Mm-mm.
Dope. Yeah, that's a dope for me. Gonzo, what's going on? A little bit late. He says Quake is dope. All right. I think that's it. A great first stream from the Legends team. I didn't Ryan say something about like there wouldn't be too much stuff, but I feel like they bombarded us with a whole bunch. So
I mean,
I'm excited for it.
When you show us a wave, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's wave plus reveals plus other fan channel, right?
So I'm totally okay with this. In the last stream they did, they showed off two waves.
X-Men
right?
wave.
And then the Doctor Strange wave before. So I'm happy with this. So next month, I can't wait to see, or if we have a live stream next month. But
Oh yes, and since it's the 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends,
Right.
they will be having an announcement or some sort of reveal on the 20th of every month. So that's what, that's what Troy was mentioning.
And
I wanted to bring that up.
they said it was like marketing and stuff too. So it's not might be a figure, but it could be like a reveal of packaging art and stuff. So
Something.
Yeah, well, that's what they did this month, right? It was just the packaging. They're like, we'll just show you the whole figure and the whole wave.
Maybe on the 20th in March they'll show us that missing wave of retro figures.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. They're
All
so
right.
cool.
So what are we looking forward to getting soon? I'm gonna grab more Skrulls from Troy soon. Jason's gonna grab a Skrull also. And hopefully in March I'll stumble upon the Spider-Man retro wave so I can get the symbiote Spider-Man and
Me too.
And something else too.
I got to get that figure. That's a must for me.
I can wait. The month is almost over. I'm good. I can make it. Oh yes, Jeffries. They mentioned the 20th anniversary remakes, I guess. And I love how Dan still calls it the unparalleled cap for the whole world to see.
What's the joke about that? I don't get it.
Oh, it's not a joke. Unparalleled Universe is a YouTube person, and he did the reveal and the review of that cap. So it's just coined the unparalleled cap, which I feel like it's I like that it's a joke that because not everyone watches everything, right? So the average person
has that started showing up in Canada yet? By the way, that cap, unparalleled cap. No,
I know some people are getting the Iron Man in. I don't know if cap is in stock. Like I don't think it's in stores. I think the e-tailers and smaller shops. Troy is trying to balance around something.
He's gonna knock something over.
Oh, he got his
Doctor Strange. Nice.
Tortugas. Tres tortugas.
Sorry, just wanted to grab you this guy for you guys. Just to let you guys know, you should be seeing this in Walmarts in Canada this week or next week.
Nice.
Hopefully next week because it'll be March. I canceled my Walmart.com order. Walmart.com is so easy. I go into my order and it just says cancel your order. There's an actual link in your order, and I just did it. Walmart Canada is like you have 24 hours to cancel it, or that's it. So I'm excited to find that Doctor Strange hopefully soon.
It is open, Blake.
I had the courtesy of putting my mute on while I unboxed. Man, come on.
Sorry.
No, I'm just teasing. Look at that.
I'm also surprised you didn't save it for your own stream. That would have been awesome.
I opened it on my stream and I put it right back in the box.
Oh, wow. The faker.
He's just been sitting right there. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff on that review station that has not been reviewed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a bit of work. Mm-hmm. But hey, it was great. Marvel stream is a great stream for us. I had fun chatting with you guys. It was kicking it out of the stadium. That's gonna live on in infamy. But overall, I think we had a good time chatting and a good time watching the stream today, right?
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. Chat. Thank you for watching, but please stay tuned. I want you guys to hear, support these two awesome people who are nice enough to come on here and chat about toys. They do awesome things too. So please stick around. They're going to tell you where you can follow them and see more stuff. You already got the big window, dude.
Me. Hello everyone. You can follow me at Troy Collects Toys on Instagram right here. I got a new sweater. It's not in the armpits this time. I had a really good friend designed it, Grit Apparel. You can follow me on YouTube every Wednesday. I go live at 9:00. We open toys and we have a really special guest. It's Action Figgy all the time, every Wednesday. He likes sassing me with his comments about my action figure poses, but it's a fun time. So every Wednesday at 9 and on Instagram.
That's perfect. Nice. So tonight's Monday, and then we have you Wednesday, and then Jason has a stream on Tuesday. Are you ready? Yeah, I was queuing you up there.
Thanks, man.
On Tuesday.
I'm ready. Yeah, on Tuesday. I've got a stream on my YouTube channel, Group of 7 Comics. the number 7. And we have a show called Previously in X-Men, where we review the comics that made that series a classic, starting with Giant Size X-Men number 1 and looking through the original Dave Cockrum and Chris Claremont run, and now we're into the John Byrne era. And tomorrow's episode will feature the amazing X-Men 109, the first appearance of Weapon Alpha, Vindicator, Guardian, James MacDonald Hudson himself, taking on as many X-Men as he can handle, and he can handle a lot of X-Men.
Is he a descendant of John A. MacDonald?
Of course he is. And of course there was an episode of the animated series based on that issue. It's a phenomenal issue, or Good Fight with Wolverine. The art is fantastic. Like, I'm just super excited. We have a guest in our episode tomorrow, Canadian cartoonist Scott Chandler. If you haven't checked out his stuff, he's awesome too. I also make comic books, and sometimes I make prints and stuff. Like, I drew this cool Boba Fett corner box style thing that turned into some color prints. Like,
only you can make Boba Fett look cool, man.
He looked cool long before I ever got there. And I make comics called Group of 7 Comics.
Debatable.
And you can find me at Jason Lapidus Art on Instagram. And cheers for the positive vibes tonight, guys.
Sweet. Action Figgy Skinny says Iron Man Retro is here, but not Cap. And yeah, that's why I wanted to bring that up. We wanted to see Toad soon. Toad was also in that original wave. He sculpted. Oh, I don't know if you guys watched. I had Dave Cortez on a few weeks back. Him and Phil Ramirez worked on that first wave of Toy Biz Legends, sculpted them back in the day. So it was super cool chatting with him. That was an episode of Unboxing Thursdays. You can watch it here on the channel. But just to see that stuff, and I was showing him on the stream. I'm like, look, they're redoing this wave, and he's like, oh, that's crazy. Looking back, it's 20 years already. So I forget which one he did. I think he did Cap and Iron Man, and I think he said Phil Ramirez did Toad and Hulk. And I remember the Toad had the sculpted in frog in his hand too. So we'll see how they do that in this version. Arvin's here. Sorry, but you're just catching us at the end on the way out. Eric Alfred Abel says, I had fun too. Just subscribe to Troy's YouTube channel. Awesome. M. Mackerson, always fun to see you 3. Thank you. It's been a blast. And Jason, what's the YouTube channel? Just Group of, and then the number 7 Comics. And they're streaming tomorrow night. And I'll throw up links in my YouTube, in my Instagram stories, so you guys can just click on it right there. And to find those links, I'm on Instagram at toyingaround. This is also available on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you. I appreciate you, as well as everyone here watching on, this is YouTube. You can catch me on toyingaround.ca. That's the website, Instagram. All the links are somewhere at the bottom here once our pictures are gone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Jason, Troy, it's great to see both of you again. Thank you for coming out and talking about these awesome toys that we collect. And everyone, have fun. Subscribe to these two. See them Tuesday, Wednesday.
Keep toying around.
Get them out of here. Just kidding. Everyone, have a great night and keep toying around. Peace. Oh.